I don't know how I feel about Dorothea Ingrid, but they do have some good energy together.
Not a fan of that one. Or Ingrid ends it pretty strongly with, no, not interested, thank you.
Well, she ends doesn't she end it with like less about the relationship and more about like I don't need to like be beautiful, I just need to be who I am.
No, it's literally Ingrid. It's literally Dorothea saying like, you're so beautiful. I couldn't blame anybody for wanting to pounce on you. And then Ingrid's like, yes, I could. Back off, please.
Just because, yeah.
That's literally how it ends.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of other like pairings.
I mean, well, Vincent. Hello, Vincent. I am explaining that the Ferdinand Dorothea zine just came out to Emmett, and we are discussing other pairings.
Yeah, and I guess actually no. Ferdinand Constance is pretty good. Actually,
Ferdinand Constance is fantastic. It's also hilarious because in all non-Crimson Flower routes, he is described as having, quote, many children with Constance, which is very fun.
I mean, hey, gotta rebuild that household.
Yes, he also has many. He actually has kids in most of his romantic and endings. I know he has them with Dorothea. I think he also has them with. I know he also has some one with Manuela actually. Would go rekindle that dying star, buddy. I know that. I believe he also implicitly has some in his paired ending with Mercedes. Although they just mentioned family, which could be ambiguous, and with Bernadetta. What?
I said they adopted Emile into another royal family.
Who?
Emile, her brother.
Oh, yes. Okay, now I gotta check. Go ahead, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking of more pairings.
Like his relationship with Hubert is all like if you get their A rank is all but like romantic, but it doesn't say it. But you can read it that way.
You've never read.
You've never read what?
If you think there's homoerotic subtext in that, you have never read 60s Batman.
60s Batman is very like 60s Batman is super homoerotic to the extent that they like basically they literally had to say no, they're not gay. Like, and we know that it is a younger, it's basically like almost the exact same pair like dynamic as a twink, and it's a twink and their bear, but no, it's not.
I mean, they were never like the thing is that Batman and Robin were never explicitly gay. It was super campy, and like all of the signs pointed to them being extremely gay, and they weren't. But just the signs pointed there. Ooh, Ultimates is really good.
Yeah, you talked about that a bit before.
Like I don't love Ultimates so much. I mean, it's good, but I prefer Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men.
But yes. Also, so I just checked. He only has kids with one other ending besides. So his kids are with explicitly with Constance, Dorothea, Manuela, and do you want to know who the last one is? And you're going to think it's very funny.
Sorry, I was reading chat a little bit and multitasking. So who would you list already?
Dorothea, Constance, and Manuela are the three explicitly kid-based endings.
And there's one more.
There's one more.
So Dorothea, Constance, Manuela. I mean, I don't even remember all of his.
He romances a lot of. I think he actually he has the highest number of romantic endings with the female character, except for Byleth, who can romance everyone. Linhart actually has more female characters that he can S support, that he can A rank with and have an ending with, but a lot of his actually aren't romantic.
Trying to think who else. I'm like, so basically you're telling me that Ferdinand romances pretty much everyone, and I have to take a shot in the dark for the last person he has kids with?
Yes.
Ooh, alright, throw in the Hail Mary at Edelgard.
Yes, you are correct, it is Edelgard.
I'm just so good at this.
You're very good at this. Some of his others are, like, imply kids, like Mercedes and Bernadetta, but those are the only explicit ones, and I think that's extremely funny. Like, they had the most competitive sex.
Oh my god, it's a fucking competition. They're not having casual sex, they're having professional sex.
Yes. Ferdinand, I've never
You were just in the room taking notes and giving out scores.
they're having sex show the first time, and Edelred is like, Ferdinand, have you ever done this before? Never. He's like, you serious, right? And it's like, I haven't lost my virginity because I never lose.
It's so fucking insane.
Yes, but Dorothea Ferdinand is my OTP. Anyways,
it's really good.
It's really good.
It is really good.
So, hello everybody. Last time I goofed and had to erase all of my progress and redo the last map. Everybody got, most people got very similar level ups, with the exception of who the hell was that? Wait, I saw another character. Oh, that's Elise. Most people got very similar level ups. However, Marth has slightly worse stats overall. Abel has more strength and a little bit less speed. Paula, I think, has less defense, although 15 defense is still fucking good. I think Lind has more speed and less defense. So honestly, pretty much the same around. Marth is the only one who got a straight downgrade, and his stats don't matter anymore because he is a falchion. All right, let me actually catch up on the comics chat before we.
Oh, don't worry about it too much. It's just some comics.
Anyways, so the only thing that's happened on this map is I have not repeated the mistake of sending Katra to fight these snipers, and Pala and Est have just killed the boss. Pala is in range of one singular Manakete, which she can absolutely handle with Jorg's spear. And then everyone else, I think, is just gonna... Oh, Marth needs to go shopping, I think. Or check what the shops have. Were we getting any of these? I feel like we were getting a mend. What do you, can you remind me?
You wanted... Well, did we buy recovers? I mean, I don't think we bought that much.
Yeah, I think we did get like a recover or two.
Well, hold on, let me the last map, but I don't know if we actually did. It doesn't matter. We have.
Okay, yeah, we can get at least one recover. And
so let me think about it. I mean, actually, other than forges, now would be a very good time to spend our money.
Okay, well, what's in the armory? I think the armory was pretty useless. This is useless. We
need stuff in the armory.
Dragon Pike. Wait, maybe.
We have 2 of them already. I don't think we need a 3rd.
And we don't need a Worm Slayer because the only sword. We don't need the Worm Slayer. Yeah, I mean that is the Peter Parker experience. He cannot manage it. And he's not supposed to be able to, because turns out being a teenager and being a superhero at the same time is...
Different comic books focus on it differently. In a lot of comic books, Peter Parker, as a superhero, like, sure, he's wimpy and dweeby as Peter. Like, a lot of comic books juxtapose it. So a lot of Spider-Man imprints, juxtapose the lame and, loser Peter Parker who gets picked on by, Flash. And they juxtapose that with Spider-Man, who's like this very cool superhero. He's swinging through the Manhattan or swinging through Queens, and people love him. Like, they're, shouting out to him like, hey, man, like, how's it going? He's a super charismatic superhero. Whereas Ultimates really is actually more focused, instead of the juxtaposition on 2, it's focused always as on Peter Parker and how, like...
Oh my god, the skill.
I mean, hey, more hit, right?
Yes.
And how his life is just getting completely ruined by his... He feels he's responsible. Like, he's like, I have this power, I have to do good. But really, like, he's just getting the crap beat out of him. There's scenes in Ultimates where, like, he's like, I need to fix this he's like, I can't even fix this costume. Like, what the hell am I doing?
And I realize I have made a mistake.
Moving one unit just all the way out in the ass into nowhere.
I mean, they're calves, so they have the movement. But I was saying that they don't have dragon pikes. That might be useful against these guys. Oh wait, no, here's a dragon pike. Okay, never mind. Problem solved.
I thought we brought both of them. We have 2.
We do. One of them's on Pava.
Yeah, like one of them's on Paul, who we killed. So we just didn't want to go in because we were worried about the snipers and the dragons. But I think we can still. I wouldn't fly up there. The flyers can go over this mountain eventually. I would just move in and get in position to pounce on the next turn. There's also a passage through the mountains, incidentally, that you can go through.
What?
For you, I can cross it. It's right there. Yeah, right about there.
That is. Oh, right here. I see. Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
You don't have to do that, but you can. Okay, now it's my turn to back check.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't. The flyers can just like go crazy next turn after it clears out a bit, and they should be much safer, especially because they can attack with melee, which we couldn't do the first time.
Yes. Ow.
Alright,
that was an extremely unnecessary crit. You were already killing him in excess by 1.
But it was funny.
It was funny. Okay, that's
annoying, but not that. Oh no, because we already have Sita here, so we're actually fine. Like we can easily sweep with the who we have. Like if we kill, like
I could go here.
If we, let's look at how many enemies there are here. There's only 5 enemies, right?
Yeah, because we're killing both of these guys here.
We can kill those 2, then we can kill the sniper and dragon again. And then if the only thing that's left is like a dragon, we're probably fine.
Yeah. Is this necessary? Yes, it is. Okay.
It's yeah. And then I guess that's a catchier or est.
That's catch. That's est. But I'm pretty. All right, let's go.
You're pretty confident est can kill a single sniper? I'd hope so. But she's a silver lance.
Yeah, she can. Okay. Yeah, she can. Oh, that's exactly.
Barely, but like, no, you need to use the silver. You're literally barely meeting the threshold.
Yes. All right, but also excellent power level up. Thank you.
Pal's really good.
White Wing's good.
The FE1 White Wings are...
Also, I didn't close my eyes for the Palo level up, but
no, she needs strength, actually. That's good.
No, yeah.
She's fast enough. I mean, more speed help.
Is she in danger here?
No, we're gonna go in and kill those with our other 2 flyers.
Yes, Dragon Pike on that Manakete and Sita kills this guy.
I think we need to kill the sniper. I mean, that's...
Yes, then that's... Alright, sure, go ahead.
We gotta do it. We didn't bring any better weapons on her, so...
Well, that's okay, we saved a use on it. And plus, it's what we want to have her using against the Manakete.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad.
Swap to killer. Actually, wait, how much damage are we taking?
17, that's quite a bit.
We survived 17 times 2. We actually survived that barely, so... Work in the 2 dragons.
Well, wait, there's a physic. That's also...
Well, more importantly, we also probably... Do we have a rescue staff? Oh, wait, we have ballisticians.
Oh, also, this guy can't even reach, so that helps.
Wait, actually, we have ballisticians. Hold up. Can we, like, pachyderm? What does our forge one do? 5? Oh, I would do that. It's way more accurate. I'm just wondering if we can get into, one-shot range. I don't think we can, though. Because we didn't bring Shane. Actually, what about the magic ballista? What if we check that?
Well, 7.
So that brings him down to
26, which I think is actually enough.
Yeah, that is. We were doing.
I think 27. We were doing 27.
It is. We were doing. Yeah, exactly. So this is enough. So we can do this.
Nice. Oh my god, the skill.
God, ballisticians.
Skill
what a
issue.
Class, man. What a class.
Whoops, that's not it. Oh fuck, no.
Very tragic. Okay, actually, you know what? I have a great plan.
Yes.
Warp.
Good point.
Just warp a better unit. We have like so many of these staffs, and we have not been using them. Just warp Tiki.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah. She's gonna move.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering which dragon we wanted to attack, and I was like, I guess we can kill this one.
Well, this one can only attack. Well,
Well, we can just
Speed
move
up.
in. We'll just move in. Well, I think we're gonna move in, capture, and just kill the
Priest.
wizard. Yeah. Just
Oh,
divine stone.
all right.
It's what it's. This is literally what the divine stone was made for.
Yes. Achoo.
The sneezing is more of a Myrrh thing.
Fi.
Yeah, Faye does it too.
Okay. Yes.
Fa. Technically, it's
ooh.
Fa.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Would like defense, but I will take. Actually,
in the
that's.
strictest sense, it's completely unpronounceable. There's a line in. Actually, I think she said. I think she mentioned it in FE6. But there is. It's definitely in Heroes where she basically says that Fa is short for her entire name, which is unpronounceable by humans.
That is.
I mean, we could do the Dragon Pike to do major damage to the other dragon, but like, I kind of just want to kill her because it's funnier, and like we have Tiki right here anyway.
Yeah, and we can physic. Okay, well that does save us some damage.
We'd live. Like the dragon isn't going to double us. We'd live either way. We're fine.
Not so sure about that, but yes. Anyways,
damage. The last one was doing like 17, and 11 plus 17 we live.
No. Okay, well, I am gonna go the long way around.
I mean, you've already committed to it with these units at least. So
I also don't think the calves can cross the mountain.
No, the calves should go this way.
You don't have a dragon pike.
But they have devil swords. Actually, this one King can just javelin and weaken for the other guy.
Abel can just javelin.
Yeah, Abel can javelin to weaken for Kane, and that way we maintain XP or some HP. We don't double. Fuck, these guys are fast.
So that means they get 10. I think they get 10 speed.
No, because we only have 22 speed. So they're not getting 10 speed. They're not outspeeding us. They're only getting like. We're probably weighed down a bit by a javelin.
No, not with strength. It only weighs 7.
So 22. He's probably getting like 4 speed to go to 19. Yeah, he's probably at 19 speed.
Yeah.
Like
Shadow Wizard running game, nice.
Kane probably doubles, right? Like
Kane probably. Let me just check something.
I mean, we could also just look it up, but why would we do that? That's boring.
Okay, I'm checking. I mean, it's been a problem the entire game. I want to know what the calculation is.
For what? Weight?
Weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, attack speed. What is the formula? Calculations. Shadow Dragon. It is speed minus weapon weight minus strength. Okay, so it's weight minus strength. So he is not weighed down.
Yeah. So we're not, yeah. I mean, that's super basic.
That's kind of what we figured out, actually, by this point, but confirmation is good.
But my guess is that this guy has, like, exactly 19 strength, because the Dragonstone does not add that much speed. So if we're not doubling, it's got to be barely. Kane is slower. I think we do need to hit him with, like, Gradivis? Yeah, Gradivis. Alright, whatever. Gradivis it is. Send it.
Wait, do I want to try for the Devil Axe crit? Devil Sword. That's only
No.
16, never mind.
You don't kill. We can do this, though. So this is, like, fine. It's 100 hit.
Rip to the Gradivis!
Making on that 16% crit would not have been the...
Yeah, you're cutting out real bad.
Sorry?
No.
I don't really know what you want me to do, other than complain about this.
Is your mic, you're using the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Oof, but also 2 of the most important stats, so you know what, that's fine.
Speed defense is good. Well, not much to be sad about.
I wonder if these 2 should just go back this way. I mean, I wonder if the heroes should go down this way.
They can. I mean, I guess it'll take them a while to go anywhere anyway, so they might as well.
Yeah, this is probably slightly faster. And they're really not needed for combat. I do think I mean,
they are very good at combat. It's just
they're not needed for combat over on this end. When there's only these enemies. Now, granted, there's probably reinforcements, but I do think it's still fast for them to come through this way. Alright,
I mean, we killed the boss, so it's hard to say if the reinforcements are actually going to spawn or not.
I'm not teleporting this turn.
I don't think we have a need for warp right now. I don't think there's much point to it.
Making Merrick a bishop is extremely funny to me. I know it's not that unusual, but it is just funny. Why did you attack the guy who... Oh, wait, they both can counter.
They both counter. Gradivis is 1-2 range.
Right, I forgot.
Heat for Gore.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, it's like the Mage Stone. Fascinating.
Nice.
Well, it didn't really matter. Yeah, I was gonna say Mage Stone is slow.
That's what I expected. I know way she gets doubled, so she lives. Ouch.
I mean, see the doubles. Like, she's got cap speed. There should be very little she does.
Yeah, that was a silly question. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god.
Oh my god. They don't stop coming.
Okay. A king can't kill now, can he? He can. Okay. I think I do just...
Just make sure it actually have 2 range. Oh, it doesn't. Well, that's stupid. Alright, yeah, just, javelin him to death, then. King does not have the javelin.
Yes, I wanted to... Yes.
Oh, well, actually, we have the Brave Hearts, though. On Abel. I don't know if it killed...
that kills.
That actually going to take more movement. Because there's more forest that way, whereas if you go from that other forest, there's less forest, and you can just go the other way.
Sorry, Kane, I wanted to give this to you, but Abel's getting it for now.
Anyway, hello, Red.
Hi, Red, how you doing? What did you say?
I just said Kane just leveled up anyway.
Kane, just fucking book it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Marth, go this way.
Marth is going to be way faster for Marth to go that way. In fact, we're going to well, he's on the wrong. He has to go there. They can only go 1 tile. Like, yeah.
Okay, heal Sita, please. Thank you. Battle Sessions, you are... Oh, huh. They can't, but that's not important.
They're just here to do chip damage because it's funny.
What the? Who can you attack? Oh, that's very amusing.
I mean, without the Stone Hoist or the Hoist, honestly, or the Hoist Flame, like, who cares?
Might as well.
I don't think we really need to worry about preserving ballista uses at this point.
No. Oh, hello. Oh wait, you can only move 1 on it, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay, Elise, go ahead and... Who's missing HP? Sita still is, yes.
Yeah, I mean, we have like Physic, Fortify, we have tools.
Katria, are you gonna do better against this guy? No. 20... So they must have, like, between 20 and 20... They must have, not like, 9... No, because...
Well, they must have more. That guy has 17 speed, so he has more than the other one with 15.
Yeah, so they must get pushed to like 20 speed if she's not doubling.
Yeah, they're getting.
So it's +3 speed.
They're getting a little bit more actually, because the guy with 15 had to reach like 19, so they're getting like at least 4. In fact, I think 4 is probably how much they're getting.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
So actually, this is fine. If Tiki kills this one. And then Sita javelins into Dragon Pike with Katria.
Katria, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Still no defense, god.
I heard growth's only 20%. It's very low.
Sure.
7, 14, down to 24. That should be enough.
Yep, that's a kill.
Unless he has more defense or something, but, you know, just crit.
Alas. Crit would not even have killed. She needed to crit both.
Oh, it's not about killing. It's just like, I don't know if this guy rolled higher on defense, but...
Okay, yeah, so, barely.
Yeah.
Don't miss.
Well,
I mean,
we survived.
Well, okay, we crit, so, yeah. How was my audio, people in chat? You know what? I'll take it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me do a good.
Oh, it is sad when you tapped like a stat and still aren't doubling. But honestly, kind of par for the course in later games. They say you're good. Indeed.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for the proof, everyone. Do these two go do funny things? I think they do.
I mean, there's no reason to stay there. They might as well start killing like the annoying fortify bishops, if nothing else.
Are you in range of anyone else? You are not. Good. Have fun.
No fucking enemies on this map. I mean, I think all the dragons are supposed to be the main challenge, but
effective weapons go burr.
We have the tools to deal with them. Well, we just have the tools to deal with them. I mean, our units are very powerful, and we're playing.
Is curate?
We're playing on hard one.
Hard one, yeah. Are curates promoted or no?
No. They're absolutely unpromoted enemies.
You know what? Go have fun with that.
They're gonna give like no XP. You might as well just kill Paula before they start doing fortify stuff.
There's literally no enemies in range that are damaged.
Oh yeah, we killed everyone. Fascinating.
Who's moved? Elise, sure.
Elise. I mean, that's fine. Elise doesn't need to go anywhere. All she's doing is using her infinite range staves to do things.
Fortify would be very funny, but not very necessary. Fascinating, okay. Alright, Kane.
So good. Why is there no 5 to 5?
I know this is very unnecessary, but I want to do it.
I mean, it's funny, so sure.
Also, I should go here. That's not in range. Tragic.
I don't think.
Oh no, it is. It is. I think it's 3.
Who knows?
1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh yeah, that's
is a slightly higher crit rate for sure.
Alright, good. It's not a backfire.
Sooner or later, that will happen.
I know. But until then, Tiki, I don't think you're gonna get any here fast enough. Oh, so fuck.
Might as well run her over there, see what happens.
Oh god.
You probably want to start prioritizing Marth because, like,
yeah.
Well, first of all, Marth has to go. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Can you just warp Marth because he has to go to the chest too because he's our only lockpick.
True, but in that case, I might as well just wait till these guys are dead and warp him to the chest.
I mean, he's the Falchion.
I don't trust Marth to fight all of these guys. I do not.
Oh, but like, you might as well warp him down there so he can contribute. You can even lure one of the dragons out. There's no way they have overlapping ranges. They can't.
True.
Plus, he has the boots, so he can outrun anyone if he needs. Also, it's funny.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, Elise, go warp your brother into mortal peril.
And yeah, well, it's not mortal peril. Yeah, just like right into one of those forests. They also might not move. Like, I would not be surprised if they did not go anywhere.
Go ahead and block this, Katria. Sita, go ahead and get ready to block this. I'm actually going to move you a little bit. Okay, hold on. You got 10 movement. What? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
It literally doesn't matter. It's all the same diagonal. That one's one back though, so.
I know, but it's enough.
But why?
In case something spawns from there. I don't know. I'm just being careful. He's not going to double this, so... Well, actually, he might. With the Mage Stone,
the Mage Stones are slow, but also Martha's not very fast. As long as he doesn't get doubled, we're fine.
That was odd. Okay, they move! Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got to get out of there. Bye-bye.
It's okay, though, because Marth has the boots.
The boots.
Alright, the plan is okay.
The plan sucks.
I mean, I didn't think they'd all have linked AI and be aggressive, but oh well.
But, Pain, because it's funny, Devil Sword this one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Like,
96 damage.
I'm waiting for the backfire.
Sita, get your ass in here, go save your boyfriend. Sorry, your future husband.
They do get married.
They do, in fact. Physic,
Marv.
yes, save his ass. Nice. Speed
He
good.
is fast. I mean, we could,
Alright.
well, now, but we can always work, you know, as like the worms, one of our Worm Slayer heroes over there.
True. Yes, no, I should have perhaps done so, but oh well. I don't think I want Paula fighting all of them. 'Cause she does, like, one-shot both of them, but she's taking 9, and then I don't know what her combat is against the other one, and then she's... I mean... She does okay. She does fine. She does fine.
Well, can she... I mean, if she kills one, she's only taking damage from 2, and she's definitely fine. So, like, she could very easily just...
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Actually, Overland's is fine. I would
Ooh, kill that! Ooh, that is a killer act. Not a fan.
6 times 3, 18. I think she probably still lives.
She does live, but I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure she'll live.
Oh, this one has a lot more attack. Actually.
Yeah, but it hits on defense, not res.
Yes, but that doesn't matter because
Oh.
she's.
I mean,
I think I wait a turn because these two are right here. I get back to you here. I don't want to risk it.
Katya has 16 defense. Well, you could also bait one of them by like being on that fort, which is the edge of range.
No,
But they can't-
the mannequin. They all have overlapping range, except for the hero, I guess. But the hero is the.
Hero actually doesn't. So we could definitely fight just the hero.
No, but then he's on the fort. or not.
Not if you fly all the way around to that. Yeah.
All right,
So
sure.
you have to do. We don't have other weapons, unfortunately.
Well, she only has E-sword, so it doesn't.
You can like
Difference.
sneak a kill with Martha at some point. I just want to get poor Martha kill.
Well, he can probably get the.
Yeah.
He can probably get the mostly dead Manakete.
We have like the falchion, like.
Okay, well,
I mean, we live. We
I know.
live.
but still scary.
Yeah, maybe okay. Maybe with 12 HP, we would not take a Manakete.
Okay, why the fuck did you stop moving? I hate you so much.
Because no one's in range now, I guess.
That's not going to do enough. Marth, you can't even reach because you're useless. God damn it.
Well, it's because you ran too far.
Well, I was scared.
I mean, you can literally check enemy ranges
Okay, fine.
and count tiles.
Katria, we're just gonna wait a turn and then we'll wait a turn and then.
No, actually, just kill the weakened one with Katria, and then one shot the full HP one with the Forge.
Okay, true, I guess. But I want to give Marth one of these. So Marth will get the weakened one, and then wait a turn. It's fine. Just wait its turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
You said that you wanted to sneak Martha kill, so this is
I
me
mean, I
sneaking
thought it would
Martha
be
kill.
funny, but I'm also a fan of like, if Marth deserved a kill, he would have been able to get a kill last turn,
Sure.
and since he wasn't able to, that's on him.
True, he doesn't deserve one, but he's getting one. All right, Sita, new weekend.
Might as well use Paula. It's like completely free.
True, but I would like to bump them up a little bit. But let's see.
Literally the end of the game.
Yes, but it amuses me. I take my joy when I can, especially when I read the news and find out something, frankly, that I knew was probably going to happen, but is honestly the worst thing I think I've seen from ever.
That Japan now allows gay marriage. That's a strange thing to say.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Strength,
I mean,
skill...
honestly, it's impossible to know what you're referring to.
I'll explain in a moment, but strength, skill... sure, why not? Alright, well, time to end turn for... Oh god, we don't have a rescue staff. It's gonna take forever.
Nope. We do not. Hell yeah, the staff.
I'm talking about the launch of a new department from the initiative from the State Department that is going to use AI to identify people with pro-Hamas, quote-unquote, sympathies to expedite them flag them for deportation.
Fascinating.
Which is basically the biggest racial profiling and anti-free speech thing you could possibly do. And also, yet another reason why AI is the worst.
I think locking out certain news organizations from White House briefings because you don't like them is pretty anti-free speech.
Yes, however, this is worse because it's literally identifying patterns in your thought by social media posts to decide whether you deserve to exist in the country or not.
I mean,
I think that's worse than getting pissy at news organizations, which, yes, is bad still.
I mean, that's classic dictatorship. This is just classic racism.
This is also classic, surveillance police state. They're literally surveying your social media posts to see if you're committing a thought crime.
I'm not saying it's good.
No, I do think this is the worst. And they're doing it via algorithms that we know don't work.
Yes, well. They pretend they don't know that.
Alright, anyways. Emperor, the enemy has broken through the gates! You were the M boy.
Was I?
Yes.
I was Garnet. I don't think I was Medeus. But okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me consult the ancient texts.
Pretty sure I was not Medeus.
When did Medeus have a speaking role last?
Fuck if I know.
Let's see if I can... Let me check. Fire Emblem Wiki. In Shadow Dragon, he literally first appears in chapter 24. Okay, well, that's not helpful.
Well, I mean, I guess it's one of us should have. I could have sworn he showed up and talked earlier.
I thought so too.
I guess I found. Hang on, let me. Although I guess if it doesn't matter if I find this script, because then I have to still figure out the chapter. Well, anyway, I'll let you figure it out. I've run out of ideas. Because I don't feel like searching through... The problem with the scripts, I can't do Control F because you have to go chapter by chapter.
Alright, well, where's the script? Give that to me, and I'll just go chapter by chapter.
Oh, just search it, and it's the Serenus Forest link. Just search FE11 script and it's the Serenus Forest link.
Yes.
But I think we might as well just... So we might as well just continue on. I can do
it is... If you want. No. This is important to me.
No?
Oh, yes. I think this literally is his first chapter.
I'm like... Not... Okay, do you want me to be Medeus?
Let me... No, yeah, this is literally his first appearance. Okay. So go ahead. Be Medeus.
Sure.
That impudent boy. Have the guards take their positions. The keep must be defended.
At once.
To get into character, I'm doing this exact position. I'm leaning with my chin on my arm. I'm really ascribed to method acting.
Your chin on your knuckles, I think.
Yeah.
The slouch of villainy.
You'll find an earth dragon like me harder to tame than Garneth, brat.
Yep, literally the slouch of villainy. Here you go. I am set. Yeah. Literally this pose.
Oh.
Come and face me. I'll tear the ground asunder and send you straight down to hell.
Okay, but to that I say, bald.
I mean, yeah, it just means that.
Wait, what? Where's...
Yeah, the full content patch might be slightly broken. I think for whatever reason it can't do this final chapter. If you really feel like getting the full content patch, the easiest thing to do is to do what you just do in the base game, which is you give
Tiki die?
Falchion. You give Tiki Falchion, kill Tiki off, and then just revive her with the staff immediately.
In this chapter?
No. This is literally the last chapter of the game.
Okay, then, you know what? We're gonna do that. So give me a second.
It's a very classic exploit. Well, we're not going to replay the whole chapter. I mean...
Oh, we are not. Let me... Yes, no. Okay, so...
Like, this is actually the perfect spot to do it. Like, because Martha's not going to one-hit KO this guy. So...
Tiki needs to...
Yeah. The Tiki stats, she will die pretty quickly without a Dragon Stone, so just quickly take the Dragon Stones off. Or actually, we can use Martha in the convoy. It's fine.
Alright, Marth, just don't kill this guy. He did. He won. Okay, fuck you, Marth.
That's fascinating.
Okay, let's...
I don't know how he won. Did he crit? He must have crit.
He must
have funny. Well, it's okay. Reload that same state. I have a plan.
Okay. Well, Marth doesn't die in one round, right?
Just trade away the Falchion. He's
not
going to crit. He's not going to kill with the... We can just heal. No, we just heal. We'll just heal Katria with like our warp or our fortify or something.
Okay, yeah, we got options.
Or physics. We have like 3 physics. Like we'll be fine.
Alright, this is the things we do for content.
I mean, the things you do for content. I'm content not getting 24 or 23x. Yeah, just like trade to the Iron Sword. There's absolutely no way Marth is killing with the Iron Sword. No, keep Falchion. Keep Falchion. Because Tiki is going to want to go next to Marth, convoy all the Dragon Stones, and take Falchion.
Yeah, he must have crit. Because I think he was doing like 31 damage.
Yeah, because he's not doubling, so he had to crit. That's like the only possible way.
Okay, wait, how is he getting higher than level 20?
Marth?
Yeah.
Oh, Marth can level up to 30.
Oh, okay.
He just can't promote. But he's also, yeah.
So here, and then, yeah. Gosh, come on, man.
No, that's fine. This is fine. This is more or less one. Don't run Paula back that far, because you want... I mean, I guess she has 10 moves, doesn't matter, but like, there's no reason to go farther than you have to. So yeah, trade, or yeah, convoy first, sure. No, don't retrieve anything.
Yes.
Then trade the Falchion.
Alright. The Arm Staff is in convoy, right? Oh, no,
no, we don't have it yet. The Arm Staff does not exist. And you can't use it now anyway. Alright, send in the child to die.
Alright, fairly well.
That's counterintuitive. Oh,
what? That's fine.
Said don't put him on the 4, that's counterintuitive. We want Tiki to die.
Oh, she's not dead. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, she's on a 4.
I think... Oh my god. I think she's... Oh, she's getting doubled. Okay, well...
Yeah, she's got like 0 speed.
I think they're still gonna go for her, as long as I heal Marth.
They're gonna go for Marth because they can kill him.
Well, then I'll heal him. You know what? I think the physics staff is not worth it.
Move Tiki off the fort, seriously.
Yes,
like, just put her on that ground. Yep. Let's do that. And then put Paula on the fort. I don't think they're gonna want to go for Paula over Tiki.
Alright, Tiki, your sacrifice will be appreciated. Oh my god.
Nope.
Okay, god damn it.
Hitting him with that miracle plus.
She hadn't even been hit yet.
I know. That's why it's super miracle. Alright. Prepare to
Alright.
die.
Goodbye, Tiki. I'm saluting
For the
you.
child. We're making this dragon commit several different layers of war crimes.
No, I don't want to be alone. Don't worry, you won't be alone.
Alright, now we just need to kill the dragon and get out of here.
You know what?
I mean,
Do
it
it.
is kill. Can you imagine, like, killing someone like this and then reviving them with a friggin' arm stab and then having them be like, excuse me, what the fuck was the point of that?
To get your hotter sibling.
Well, not really sibling.
Hotter like incarnation of Naga or something. It's complicated.
It's not that complicated. I mean, you'll see next chapter.
Yes, also boo.
It's pretty clear that Nagi is basically supposed to just be Tiki.
Alright, time for the longest walk.
Oh, right.
Alright. Hold on. I gotta...
What?
Oh, I was... Axor asked for the slouch of villainy.
Oh.
Alright, this should work, I think.
Well, now we just fulfilled the criteria organically, so yes.
Alright. Yep, okay, here it is. Marth.
Let's go to.
Marth, can you hear me?
Lord Gotal.
I know you mean to challenge Medeus, but you and your companions haven't the power to win.
Marth, you've soft-locked yourself!
What? Why not? Because I failed to retrieve Falchion.
You also failed to save the divine dragon girl.
I did not mean for anything to happen to her. He says, having sent the defenseless
we
Triarchs
very much
die.
meant her to die, yes.
Yes.
You can put your heart at ease. Tiki is not dead. She merely returned to her slumber.
Really? She
Without-
seemed pretty dead to me.
Without her powers, you must take other steps. Select a handful of your best warriors. I must send you into an unseen dimension.
In unseen dimension, my lord.
Place outside the confines of our world. There you will find a tower. Once in its tower, you must pass its keeper's test. If your strength and your need are great enough, the tower's master will answer. And then, perhaps, your fortunes will be changed for the better.
I fucking love Godo can rip a freaking hole in space-time and send Marth to, like, another dimension, but for whatever reason he can't just, like, walk
Teleport
up
us
to Medeus and, like, obliterate him.
No.
Like, that's so weird. Like, at least Athos had an excuse. At least Athos and Nurgle were, like, evenly matched, and there was no, like... Sure, Athos can pretty much entirely solo the last map, but it takes some work. He can't just, like, do it effortlessly. Like, Godo just ripped a hole in the dimensions. What do you mean he can't beat Medeus? That sounds like BS to me.
Marth did as Goto instructed, and chose soldiers for his journey into the unseen. What lay within the tower in this alternate world to test him? Marth's heart wavered, but with neither the Divine Blade Falchion nor the Divine Dragon Girl to aid him, the tower's master was his last hope of defeating Medeus. Goto had told Marth to find a coffin. So, while most of his companions remained in the material world to battle Dolhr, Marth and his chosen few scoured this tower in search of a mysterious savior.
Bro, they told him to find freaking Dracula. Anyway, we kind of need to bring Elise. Yeah, we need to bring Elise so we can bring back Tiki.
We need to do it in this. Oh, right, because if we do next chapter, then we have Nagi in it. Alright, okay. Oops.
We can still do it next chapter, but there's no reason not to do it this chapter.
Alright, rip to the ballast.
Right,
no, yeah.
We don't need ballisticians. They're fine, but we don't need them.
Alright,
we don't need a heal staff. We have a recover. Who cares about heal?
And then, the Falchion. Will the Falchion be on her?
Yeah, it should
Cool.
be.
I don't think we need to change any. Oh wait, no, you should probably have a job.
Yeah. What enemies are we facing this chapter? I mean, let's take a look.
Oh shit! I forgot to get the. What was the secret shop on last map?
Oh, I completely forget. It's probably like some stat boosters, but we had no money.
Let me secret shop. Okay, in Battle Dragon, chapter
Draco
24.
Shield.
It was Draco Shield. Yeah, the Seraph Robe would have been good.
Yeah, other than the Seraph Robe, we didn't miss out on too much. But, like, it's fine. We'll live.
Okay,
I don't really feel like doing that again, so...
Yeah, no.
I say we just move on.
We are mostly facing promoted human enemies and a few mannequins. Oh look, warriors, 3 XP.
Well, I guess we just need to make sure we have Worm Slayers and Dragon Pikes. That's kind of it. There are chests, but we can just use Master Keys.
And Marth.
Or Master Key. I mean, like, literally, there's nothing else after this. Just
True,
some
fine.
Flyers, Armor Keys, or something.
Alright, I mean, we have Worm Slayers. Ogma's got one. Barst cannot use one. We got Worm Slayers and Dragon Pike. That's good enough. Cool, okay. We forging anything? Probably not.
I mean, we just don't have enough money, do we? If we could forge the second Dragon Pike, that'd be kind of awesome. But I don't know if we have enough for it.
We can probably sell some stuff.
That is very true. Oh, yeah,
Also,
but Curious
worms.
exists.
Gotcha. Dragon Pike. I mean, getting it to, what is it, 42 might would be really good, compared to 39.
I mean, what's it? Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can see if we can sell enough to make it there.
I mean, we don't need the VIP against cards anymore, right?
No, actually, that's true. We can definitely, if it lets us sell them, we can definitely sell.
Damn, okay. Well,
Yeah. Rip.
honestly, let's sell the Brave Bow. We don't need it.
We have no one who can use it.
Lawrence can, and that's it. But we're not bringing
Oh.
Lawrence, so...
I think we have enough units where we don't need to.
Oh, the Brave Axe. Well, forgot about that, but we're not selling that. Honestly, just sell a bunch of the Iron Swords.
I mean, I think we're not bringing them. You can sell pretty much anything we don't need.
Do we still need the Armor Slayers?
Yeah, there might be some armors in the last chapter. You never know. I don't think we need, like, 3 Wodows, though.
I do not mean to sell the steel axe, but you know what? That's fine. You know what? Buy bows. You were never used.
I think we're not bringing in bow units. Or we could play this chapter normally, or we could use the warp staff.
Well, we could use the warp staff.
Like, think about it. We could use the warp staff.
Yes. You know what? Fuck it. I'll get rid of an Armor Slayer.
I mean, don't you have enough money already?
Yes, but now this is just satisfying.
Okay. The Geosphere is a weapon that does like 10 to 15 damage or something on all units, enemies, and allies, and it can be used 3 times.
Okay, and then let's get a little more hit. How's that look?
Sure. I mean, might as well burn through most of it. You only have next chapter to do stuff, so...
There we go, 2. There we go, 4 crit. You have a funny name, otherwise, oh wait, I have one. But go ahead.
No, I'm thinking, for the Dragon Pike. Ooh.
Also, yeah, him, since he didn't solve the problem, him doing it now doesn't undo all the deaths he basically had.
I do not have a funny name. If you have one, go for it.
There we go. Cool. Oh, I see, Martha, you do not need the Iron Sword anymore.
Yeah, but it did help us not die or not kill that dragon, you know?
Yes, but a Steel Sword would have been the exact same. Who can use the Brave Axe? The Brave Axe is like B rank, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think all the Braves, they might even be A rank, actually.
Nope, it's B.
Fascinating.
Okay, cool, let's go.
Oops, sorry, Vince had a name. I didn't see it in time, though.
Oh, whoops. Oh! Sorry, Vincent. I, didn't see that. Sorry. That's okay. That's just what, I call myself, because Rhea.
This must be the tower Lord Goto spoke of. Sire, it's teeming with soldiers. Who are they? They fired no recognizable banner.
They are the keepers whose test I must pass by beating the shit out of them.
You mean to fight them, then?
Goto says we must prove ourselves. Very well, we'll seize the tower. Follow me. Alright. Whoops, wait.
Yeah, we got the Arm Staff.
I could level up my units normally, or I could use the Warp Staff. The Arm Staff. Wait, where's the Falchion?
Oh, do we not get it back? I could have sworn we did.
That's not good.
I guess we'll just get the worst Falchion then. I could have... Pretty sure you were supposed to get it back, though. That's very odd. Did it go to Convoy, then? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think it would
Oh,
be there.
it is! It does! Okay,
Okay.
well...
So, that's so fucking weird.
Honestly, Marth, just what can you do with the Falchion here? Probably pretty well.
If you do this, I think it does take your turn, so try not to die. You guys take the Brave Sword while you're at it? No? Okay.
That's fine. Well, the Brave Sword wouldn't do it.
Yes, it would.
I need to remember these are guide and chapter enemies, they're not threatening.
This one, yeah, I mean, it's less.
Go this way. Make a... Alright, you know I gotta do it to him. Okay, excellent. Excellent. There we go. Sure, go ahead. Okay. Just the Christmas Cav classic.
I mean, yeah, just yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy with that.
I mean, hey, why not?
Oof.
What if we javelin the Manakee?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guiding chapter enemies be like...
Enemies. What if we did just warp skip this entire map, though?
Anyways, Tiki is back from the dead. She's traumatized by having survived the her slumber, quote unquote.
That is one of the... I still think that is one of the rawest lines in Fire Emblem. Like, in Tellius, which has, like, a bunch of banger lines, one of the best lines is somehow from fucking Oliver, of all people. Like, he just tells Ike to his face he's seen death and it doesn't scare him.
It doesn't scare him.
And it's like, why? Why did you give that line to fucking Oliver, of all people? That's just... God, what a dumb character. Who made Oliver and was like, yes, we should make this guy not just a one-off enemy, we should make him recruitable.
Yep. Oh, you're approaching Katria. Instead of fleeing, you're approaching right at her. Oh ho ho, then come as close as you like. I can't feed you XP without getting closer. Yes, defense, good.
I mean, that's why she's this unit. I thought we were about to get bowed, and it was going to
I was really concerned for a second.
Well, we have Yote Shield on Katria. That's our Yote Shield unit, I believe. So yes. I was waiting for it to not matter.
Well, but they would have done it on S2, they can reach.
This is true.
Ooh, good. Strength good. What is the Falcon Knight strength cap? Is it like 23?
I don't know, but I suspect we might find out.
God, look at the strength difference. Although look at the luck difference too, jeez. Barst, please kill this fool with the devil axe for maximum
before we move,
whoops.
No, not Barst. Before we move Marth, can we have Tiki catch up and get her Dragonstones back?
Yes, I was going to. Ooh, Pogma.
Pogma?
Pogma, go forth. Good lad, pop off. Ooh, that's,
Alright, well now we should be able to do it and then see how Marth's combat is.
Hold on, Vincent is asking me a question. I just gotta answer this. Okay, now we should be able to get the stuff back, yes. Thank you!
How did Marth do against the warrior? Like, what happens if we send Marth against a, What happens if we send Marth against a warrior in a, Gaiden?
Yeah, he does. He kills.
We finally can one round.
It only takes oh my god, it only takes an underpowered warrior and get a Gaiden chapter and Marth at level 20.
And he gets no XP out of it. That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's
what a moment. What a unit.
What a guy. Okay, I've not actually really looked at the map too much, because I'm not really worried, but maybe I should be.
Kind of a slog, honestly. It's like an annoying slog. I mean, again, this is like the map where if you like fucked up everything super bad, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pretty easy. That's a little There are a bunch of sword masters there. They could create.
Yes, but she also has 14 defense, and they only have 18 attack, so I'm not too worried on that account. Paula, go ahead and go. Honestly, I don't think it's worth using the effective weaponry here. I think we're going to want that for the final map.
Well, I mean, since we can kill them without it, yeah, I don't think we need to.
So hold on, what happened? What kind of damage does she take from the bow? Just to see. Okay, that's bad.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
No, I don't want to.
It's getting close to midnight, and I crave cheese.
What? It's 11:11. It's not close to midnight.
In the grand scheme of things, of a 24-hour day, I'd say 45 minutes is pretty damn close to midnight.
49 minutes. But yes.
That's semantics.
Yes, fine. Sorry.
Anyway.
Silver Lance into Steel Lance, sure.
I mean, why not Steel Lance into Silver Lance?
That's why.
Uh-huh. Yes, we are indeed on the West Coast.
Yes. However, depending on how circumstances pan out, I may no longer be on the West Coast in the nearest future of 2-3 months.
Is anything you're looking at on the West Coast? I mean, I guess...
Yes, I just applied to San Jose State University's Special Collections Librarian position, and frankly, I would really like that one. It's a good one. I enjoy it. I enjoy what it offers to me. I would certainly enjoy it better than fucking Arkansas.
Yeah, that one doesn't sound that fun.
Although at this point, I would accept a position in Arkansas, because I would like one. Please employ me. I have completed all of the training, and I have submitted 92 applications. I am done with this process.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the job search. It sucks ass.
Just give me,
especially for specialized positions. Like let's be clear. My job search, I was like applying for office positions. We are probably dead.
Oh my god.
No, but like I think we're probably dead. It's a good thing we dodged. Maybe not. Maybe we're not dead.
We're not dead.
I mean, that guy would have to have some serious power to kill us from here.
The last guy has a steel sword, so I don't think he... Oh my god, the res.
It's about the same as, same as,
Yeah, but I don't think he can crit, is the thing.
No, he can't. No, I knew. Well, once you said it was steel, I was like, we're fine.
Okay, well, we live on 3 HP. Est scared me for a second there. That wasn't entirely avoidable.
Well, if we didn't dodge that warrior, we would have been
we would have been dead, yes.
Unfortunately, that's what the paladins are for. Where's Marth? Send in the game over condition.
He cannot reach any enemy. Okay, he can reach one.
He can. Do it. He has a bow. We're killing it.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad Marth is critting, because, he...
Why it matters.
Probably use one of the heroes, because they have way less movement.
Good point.
I mean, I don't think Lind can reach, but we could use Lind.
Oh, wait, hold on. She cannot. You know what, Boris? You haven't done anything in a while. Go ahead, have fun. Devil Axe him.
Sure, it's funny. Sooner or later, I'm waiting. Oh my god, that's actually... You know all like the YouTubers who do like, can you beat Fire Emblem? Like with, or can you beat any game? I want to see someone, can you beat Fire Emblem if you only have access to devil weapons and all of your units have 0 luck? So every time you enter combat, you have a 31% chance of dying.
Well, not dying, it's taking a lot of damage, but yes.
It's definitely doable, but it also means you have no 1-2 range.
You know what? I think this calls for Fortify.
I want to see it.
Yes, however, I have been watching a couple of Baldur's Gate 3 streamers recently, and somebody did one where they beat the game with 0 in every single stat, which was absolutely hilarious. I love watching challenge runs.
Fire Emblem as well, for sure.
Bushy, I mean, there's a couple of really good Elden Ring and Dark Souls challenge runs. I've been watching somebody who's doing a trumpet-only Dark Souls trilogy challenge run, where they are inputting controls using a trombone.
That's great. I saw someone beat Fallout with a Guitar Hero controller. I saw the same person beat Guitar Hero with only their feet and their eyes.
Yes. I saw somebody beat Dark Souls with with a banana. They basically they hooked up like an electrical implement to let me check what it was.
But can you beat it with the DK bongos?
Yes, somebody has done that.
Oh, obviously. It's such a meme that of course someone's done it.
Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, yes, Dark Souls... Yes, Dark Souls 3 beaten with a banana.
Classic.
Let me... Okay, yes, here it is. Here it is. Okay, I just want you to look at what the setup is for this. So you don't have to watch the full video, but just look at the first, like, second and look at the setup.
I mean,
Just look at
there
it.
sure are bananas.
We got Twitch to somehow beat Pokemon Red. I mean, yes, anything is possible. Nice. Ultimate Omnibus, nice. Okay, anyways, Lynn, keep going. Tiki, you are probably not doing any combat this map, but that's okay, because you've been traumatized by your, I would say near-death experience, but I think it is very much a dead experience. Katria... Agma... Agma can't catch up, so... Katria, go here. This is probably not necessary. This is necessary, never mind.
Yeah, there is a very funny scene in Ultimates about when they're talking about who would play them in a live action movie. And as as you might expect, Nick Fury, it's very circular. I mean, I've mentioned this before, where Ultimate Nick Fury is pretty obviously based on Samuel L. Jackson, and they're talking about who would play them in a live action movie. I see Vince putting in dots.
What are you talking, Emmett? What is going on?
Emmett.
I know, but it's concerning. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Oh, the new Ultimates. I have not read that. I have not read a lot of modern imprints. I didn't know they rebooted it actually.
God, I forgot how ass SCP is. She's got 16 and that's her.
It's pretty bad.
Yes.
Yes, Vince. I do not keep up with.
We talked about it.
What happened. Yeah, I remember we talked about what happened. I know it ended. I didn't think it got rebooted though. I can never remember. I just don't. I do know there was a time period where Marvel was like, just constantly in a cycle of like ending and rebooting their series for a while.
I love taking 2 damage and having a 68% chance to get hit by enemies in the second to last map in the entire game.
Well,
yes,
I mean,
this
is the map again. This is the map you go to where like you die. If like this is the map you go to if you have like fucked up every possible like
Oof.
thing. Fascinating. Well then, maybe I will check it out. I do know a good comic book store.
Which one?
Comics Experience on Diviz.
Nice. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you. Do you remember we talked a little bit before? I'm trying to be specific about how the Cantor had walked off last week with the like mic pack by accident.
Yeah.
They did it again, and then when I went to get it from them, their daughter was like not gnawing on it, was like grabbing at the mic against their cheek because she was carrying her.
Yeah, unsurprising.
I just thought it was amusing that it was literally the exact same week.
Yeah, I continue to not be surprised by such things.
Yeah. Also, it is very toasty over in the back during the next to the literally.
Next to the heater. What did you expect?
Yes, good point. This is gonna be annoying. Hey, Est, can you? Oh, hold on. Do you have? Okay, no, nobody else can reach her. Est, please murder this person.
You say remember like I would remember this, but I can guarantee you that I definitely do not remember this. If that was not obvious from the conversation. I mean, I do remember discussing it, to be fair. I do remember that we chatted about
Whoops.
it.
Okay, well, Barth, we're on the both of our
Wait, can Marth reach though?
both of yes, he can.
Do it. I mean, we've got the falchion.
Both of our key holders are on the right side, which is unfortunate.
It really doesn't matter that much.
What were you gonna say about the new and the old or something?
No, it's just like I remember the conversation, but I don't remember all the specifics. I was also going to say how degenerate it is that Marth has the Falchion in this map, because this map is, again, the point of this map is that you don't
Is
have the
Marth
Falchion.
doesn't have it.
So the fact that you have it is, like, so fucking stupid.
Aw, one off.
Vince, do you know who the writer is for the Ultimate? I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't recognize that many names, but there are a few names I recognize, and I'd be curious if this is one of them.
Okay, you do not have the Yote shield, so don't go there.
I have generally been a big fan of Brian Michael Bendis' works.
You do have the shield, so go ahead and go here, Katria. Or do you?
He also did a great Daredevil run that I read.
Man, I wish I read comics. Hey, did any of you read Bone? The Bone graphic novel series?
I did.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, you were? Oh, it's so good.
I was talking about the part where reading reading Moby Dick knocks everyone out except for Bone.
Except for Phone Bone, yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's such a good series.
I don't think I ever finished it. I read like at least the first 3 and maybe the 4th. I want to say
It gets really intense starting in book 5, and it's really good.
Yeah, no, I mean it's really good. Like
okay.
Middle school-ish.
I call it
really good middle school for that age.
I call it young. I call it young adult.
I think it's a little. I think it's young.
Okay, well, I mean, there's a lot of violence.
I mean, I would reread them. I'm not saying like I read a lot. I read and often consume a lot of media that is for demographics that aren't necessarily mine. I think there's no harm in that.
No, I know,
but it is definitely for that demographic.
Yeah, like the Reardon novels are for middle schoolers. I accept that, but I also adore reading them. Nowadays. Oh, it happened.
We finally backfired.
Yes.
We live though. I live.
Ooh. Well, HP is good.
I was gonna say you didn't want more HP. I say send an Abel then. Oh, send in Kane.
Yeah, I can let.
There's like only 2 enemies left.
I should have physicked. Whoops.
Yeah, but we don't need to. There's only 2 enemies left, and we can just kill one of them right now. In fact, we can probably kill the other one too, because I think Sita can reach. Right?
No.
Ooh, no. All right. Well, Kane can reach at least, and Kane should kill one of them. I mean, that's just asking for it, but I'm all for it.
There's 3.
Okay, wait.
That is
6 move, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, no. Highlight him and then unhighlight the others. No, just the. I was wondering, where can Kane move? Because I'm wondering if there's a way where we can like kill the dragon without getting in range.
No, cannot.
Okay, what if we javelin? Because then we survive the other 2 for sure. So what if we just javelin the dragon, who we can just kill, and we just survive the other 2?
All right, that is a kill.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like risky. We don't need to do that. I mean,
we easily survive the other 2. There's no way. Like Kane again. I'm pretty sure we live this. I'm like, because we're not taking a counter here, so we have our full 41 HP to survive 2 enemies. If we can't, like, that's kind of concerning.
Okay, my only thought is that this guy's gonna attack. We're only gonna have 1 javelin used against this guy, which is gonna be annoying, but
that's fine. We have plenty to clean up next turn.
Honestly, Marth, just go this way. See if they can get that chest. Whoops, okay, well, Martha's in range. Oh no, how terrible.
Why don't one-shot the boss with the unit we're not supposed to have in this chapter?
Yeah, yes. I do want to do that, actually.
I think we should one-shot them with Tiki.
Okay, well, good thing that this guy moved first. Although I think that means that the hero is going to go for Kane instead of...
the hero might go for Marth, because he might do more damage to Marth. I don't know if he's going
to... Okay, yeah.
Well, it's interesting because he didn't go for the one weapon. Do we double? We probably do with the Gaiden. No? All
Nope.
right, we'll just do it next then. Maybe we'll double now. I doubt it.
Nope.
Well,
Oh my god. Well,
we got speed.
we got speed.
Oh, hey, we can use Mercurius now.
You know what? I will give this to Burst.
Hey, he's right
Because
there.
I want to.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, well, that's what I deserve. God, he's still just so
one of
fucking
the-
good without it.
Have one of the calves take out like a door key and a master key, and that'll be good. Or have us do it. Sure, yeah, have us do it. She has the space.
Only have a door key. I sold the last silver key. Only had one use.
Yeah, but we could have used it right here.
Yes. Good point. Or oh, that's
Ooh.
good.
Not bad, actually. I love this is the chapter where you go if like everyone's dead and they're just like, yeah, surely you have Lind alive though, right?
Surely. Ooh. Oh, right. That's what a 20 magic does.
Yeah, well, that's right. We gave her a ton of stat boosters.
I think
Alright.
nobody else needs to move except Tiki
Nope. Well, and Marth.
and Marth.
Fire Emblem Dorky Marth.
Okay, another Excalibur. Nice.
Never forged that. Probably would have been very good too, but hey.
It was... Yeah. It would have been nice.
It's just like, you know, fortunately effective... I mean, Excalibur is an effective weapon. It's just, the mages have such low movement, and we're not playing at a pace where we really need that.
This
Yeah,
is
you're-
hilarious.
you're
I don't have to.
But you don't kill with this. And
No, but-
why not just one shot?
Because I'm not in any danger, and I think it's very funny.
But also it's the second to last chapter. Stop hoarding the friggin' Divine Stone.
I'm not
27
hoarding.
used to-
I just think it's funny.
You don't think it's funnier to one shot the boss?
But then I'm not supposed to have. Okay, fine.
It like, see, here's the thing: Bantu can use the Fire Stone, but only Tiki can use the Divine Stone.
Alright.
We are absolutely not supposed to have access to that for this chapter.
Yes, exploits. Fascinating.
I mean, it's not really an exploit.
Well,
like,
not really. We're using the alms staff.
I mean, I guess that no, it's an exploit, not a glitch, because you are exploiting the actual mechanics of the game. You
Or
are
then it's
breaking-
not an exploit. It's not an exploit. It's
No, it's an exploit, not a glitch.
it's not an exploit because an exploit implies like abusive mechanic. I guess it was.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between an exploit and a glitch. A glitch is something that's still in the base game. You don't need a mod for it. But it's very much something not intended. Whereas an exploit is using the systems and exploiting them to your advantage in a way that was probably not intended, but also isn't breaking any mechanics. That's what I
Alright,
think the
that's
difference between the two is. Like, is that clear?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sire, look! Stairs beneath the throne. Where could they lead?
I mean, down?
Do you think this is the coffin?
There are no others. And look, these markings run out of the same pattern we saw in the Fane of Raman.
You're right.
We found a dragon girl in the Fane. I wonder if these symbols... Huh.
Sire, the coffin. It's opening. We found him. Dracula.
What? No. Must be some kind of trap or... Some
Get me my wooden stake.
Woman? Could she be the master Goto spoke
Oh
of?
my god, it does
Oh my
look
God.
like freaking Dracula rising from the grave.
It does.
That part really is. Someone really did was like, yo, but what if Dracula, though?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's very funny. Could this be a trap or a woman? It's the same thing, you fool.
I mean, ooh, Marth, I don't know. How much Japanese literature have you read?
Okay. I'm sorry. This is just very funny to me. Let me,
Could it be a trap or a woman?
No, I need to, I mean, yes, but I need to send just this. This is highly amusing to me.
Nosferatu Tiki.
No, just this. I don't know why. This is just making me laugh.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Yes, Nagi. Well, I mean, I mean, you already, Vince. We already know you like Tiki. I mean,
Awakening Tiki. Let's be clear.
oh, I know, but like what I'm saying is, there's not much of a difference between the two characters.
True. Do you mean? Is this just not? This is just Nagi. She's Eternal Force 34. This is the only Nagi in the series, so I don't know who you're talking about.
This is indeed.
Do you mean Naga or do you mean Tiki?
Naga is also a thing. Yes.
I knew you were gonna. Oh my god! Sorry, I need to send this to you. You're not gonna get it, but I still need to send it to you. Vincent, you are a genius. I was in the middle of typing that out.
I know of which you speak. Yeah, I mean it's Tiki, but well, I mean not 34, because probably like add a couple zeros to that number, like 34,000, 3,400. You know dragons and their ages, and actually 3,400 is probably young for a dragon. 34,000 might actually be more accurate.
Yeah. I knew. Vincent, you're so damn good. God, okay, let me,
Yes.
on. I love this game so. Oh my god, I love this game so much. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. I know Google is awful. Google AI is awful. All AI tools are awful, and everybody who made them deserves to redacted and Minecraft. But this is extremely funny. I'm just trying to get the
I mean,
Disco
AI tools
Elite's.
have a place.
No, I think they all deserve to die.
It's the future. AI is great for a lot of things. It's just not great for what they're most prominently used for.
Fine,
AI
that's fair.
generated art is hot garbage. AI generated search results is hot garbage.
AI generated Reddit is garbage.
And content checkers, hot garbage. Never use any of them. But AI is very useful if you train it for specific programs for looking at Excel spreadsheets, for example.
Fine, that's
or
true.
It's very
But
good,
like the AI in the
you need to make like something basic with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is very good at writing you.
I mean, I just think it's also incredibly unethical, regardless. So that wins out all other concerns.
Well, ChatGPT specifically because of how it's been trained. But again, that's my. There's a lot of nuance. For example, if you're like, I need an AI tool to look at spreadsheets for my highly specific job, and I need it to look and generate and mess with spreadsheets, then you only train it probably with stuff from your own place of employment. And it's a tool that's literally designed by your employer. Like AI has been used for years, even before ChatGPT.
Yes, I know. But before it was called AI, but it's what they're calling it.
It was usually still called AI, but again, it's very niche, and so that's all fine. The problem is the problem is that the most prominent AI we see these days is just literally
it's just plagiarism.
Yes, well, it can't be plagiarism because the laws haven't caught up yet, or they lost court cases, which is unfortunate.
I don't think they lost any prominent ones.
I think some artists, unfortunately, actually, some of them won.
Oh no.
Well, artists.
Okay, good. Okay, but yes, what I wanted to send you is what I just.
I did see a judge ruled against Google for a monopoly and told them they had to sell Chrome, and I was like, that kind of that's okay. Like not a monopoly though. Like Chrome, like Google might have a monopoly on many things, but like web browsers isn't one of them. Like absolutely not one of them, because like there's like, first of all, I mean, Internet Explorer is downloaded on like practically half of all computers, and Safari on all the others. I mean, no one uses Internet Explorer, but Safari gets a lot of views, and of course Firefox sees a ton of views. So like I don't know, it just feels like you're not wrong, and yet your solution isn't working.
Yes.
Bougie.
But yes. Yes, no. These are the two. So the funny thing is, I thought of a quote from Disco Elysium about this, and then Vincent thought of a completely different quote, and we both realized it works in both ways. I'm sending you both now.
Yes.
I will point out the second quote is extremely meant to be, making fun of that perspective.
Well, I know Disco Elysium, your like stats are insane, and depending on what you do, like your extremism is going to be like it's pilloried in the
Yes, no, I want to emphasize I do not find that point of view funny. I find that
I know. I'm well aware of Disco Elysium's comedy, even if I haven't played it.
Anyways, all right, let us continue. Woman, could she be the master Goto spoke of? Who are you? My name is Marth, Prince of Altea, and you, my lady? Me? My name is Nagi. Nagi, I was sent here to find you by a man named Goto.
I may have accidentally killed you at some point, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be single, right? You don't have like a dragon?
Join my war effort. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but it's the final chapter. Join my war effort, maybe?
Yes. You look like a strangely grown-up and hot version of the child that I met earlier. And that I killed earlier, or let die earlier. It down to semantics. Yeah, that's fine. It's not an authority quote, Vincent. It is the quote at the end of the Communism Vision Quest. If you mess up and fail the rhetoric check, and Harry asks, "Are women bourgeoisie?" And then the second quote is the one that that Vincent was thinking of, is the fascism quote at the start of the Fascism Vision Quest, where or the fascism mental path, where Harry basically blames all of the political problems in the world on women. Okay, anyways, continue. Let's continue. Goto. I know that name, but from where? I cannot recall. You've lost your memory. I cannot say for certain. But your voice. I heard you calling. Did you rouse me from my sleep?
Yes, because I killed you accidentally once, so I've roused you a second time to warp skip a chapter and kill you again.
Not on purpose. Your soul called out to me begging for my help. Or this blade, a worse version of the one you already have.
Dual wielding.
That's falchion. How did you get it? I cannot remember, but you need it, I know that, and you need my powers. This conversation is a lot
funnier if you remember that Marth is also literally holding falchion.
Yes, it's very funny. Your powers, my lady. Take me with you. I must finish what I started. I think I must fight with you. Obtained worse falchion. How am I gonna... Okay, well, I'll just... Alright.
Also, incidentally, I want to say the first time I played this game, I actually did warp skip the final chapter because I looked at it and I was playing on a low enough difficulty where I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. And I was like, oh, why don't I just... But I think I really did straight up just warp skip the final chapter. I just... Because why not? Like, it was literally the end of the game. I had all my resources and I was like, well, I don't need anything from this chapter because it's the end.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend doing it, by the way.
The long war had been fought, Archnea's many lands free. Now the League had cornered their arch-enemy within his castle. They broke into 4 groups and stormed the 4 gates of Dolhr Keep. Unaware that this was exactly what Mendeus was expecting. Bravely, these warriors fought.
What do you mean unaware? The castle had 4 gates, and Mars was like, okay, if we break all 4, there's no way he'll secure all 4 of them. Clearly, one's the real game, the other 4 must be fake. Like, what do you mean you didn't expect it?
The literal point of a fortified position is to make it that the enemy has to approach it in a way that you can expect and control it. Like,
yeah, I don't...
Whether you can is another story, but...
And just sent to her death, so, maybe... fair enough.
Bravely, these warriors' fate... Okay, this feels like a template. These warriors' fate had chosen... Oh, wait, no, I misread. These warriors' fate had chosen, steeled themselves for one last struggle. All
I
right.
mean, technically, this is a fan translation. Like,
Yeah. No. This is Shadow Dragon.
one more shop. Okay, but like, let's just look at the center room for a minute, because like we can. Final boss.
Oh, here it
Oh,
is.
there he is. Yeah, so like 18 speed, he's pretty fast. I'm pretty sure like I warped someone in, killed that dragon, warped someone else in, killed Medeus. Because I think the
right.
objective for this one is kill boss.
It's just kill boss. It's just kill boss.
So yeah, honestly though, highly recommend. Like, you could fight all these enemies, or you could use the warp staff.
Yeah. All right. Who can I take? I can take the. I can take both the ballisticians. Let's fucking go. All right.
Anyway, how bad the Balchians are. I'm kind of curious. I think the other one only has like, I don't know, 5 might or something. It's like terrible, I think.
It weighs more. It's got 10 less hit, and it's got 5 less might.
It's so bad. Oh, one says a gift from the. Do they say the same thing? They do.
They
That's so
do.
weird. Let's say a gift from the Divine Dragon King for Mark. That's kind of odd. Whatever.
Where's Nagi?
Yeah. How fast is Marth? Because on hard 5, like on hard 1, we definitely, if we actually like invested in
He
him,
does not get doubled.
full boss. He doesn't get double. He also doubled. Yeah. So what about Tiki? Tiki speed? Actually, what about where's speaking of what's Nagi looking like?
I don't see Nagi. Where is she?
Solid at bottom. Oh.
Oh,
She
she isn't.
just joined us in the map proper.
I would assume so, because she's literally not here. Yeah, she's literally not here, so that has to be the case.
I think that's why the full content patch is a little messed up. 'Cause I'm not actually sure if you can get. I think much like Samus and Iran and actually
Samson?
Yeah, like much like Iran and Samson, I think you actually just can't get both.
Oh, so she's just not here anymore.
No, she will be. I'm not sure. I think I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, so Tiki has something out. Let's see. So we get 4 speed from the Divine Stone, but we only have like 13 speed, right?
Yeah, so she's at 17.
So we don't get double, but we're not doubling. Tragic. So, although it does do, I mean, honestly, let me just do some quick math. I don't think we can one-shot him, but I am curious. So we have a 54 might weapon. Plus 10 strength, so we have 15 strength. So 54 plus 15, 69. Nice.
Nice.
I would like to tell you that Tiki has 69 attack against.
Okay, I feel like I do have to send her into him against him at least once now.
Well, also because like the only people who can do damage effectively are Tiki and Marth and maybe Nagi. But so yeah, we have like 69 damage. And also, since I guess we're here, I should probably. Can you tell me what's the name? It's Earth what?
Earthstone.
Is it just Earthstone? Is it one word or two?
1 word.
Okay. The Earthstone, it has 20 might, 70 hit, and has 1-2 range.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is
but apparently it doesn't give him any stat buffs, so I don't think it gives him stat buffs.
okay, so what we're gonna do is tonight we are going to.
Oh, defense? Fuck that! Kill him with Gratimus. Like this. Anyway, I think we just warp in. Like I think
what we're gonna do is I'm going to do a run of this map normally, but tonight we're going to kill it with warp staffing.
Gonna warp skip it and see what happens. Sure.
Tonight,
Honestly,
and then I think next Thursday we will do a regular run.
that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's like here's the thing. It's just a slog, and it doesn't need to be that way because, yeah. So what does that dragon in front of Medeus have? Because that'd be a great candidate for Marth to kill.
Firestone.
20 speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have a 20, 30, 36, So what's Marth's stats quickly? 36 might weapon, 36 plus 16, 40, 54.
Well, he is
52.
30. Oh, right. Yeah, it's getting. Yeah.
52. So 52 minus, what's that dragon's defense? And
11.
HP, 52. Ooh, 52 minus 11 is already not enough. And plus he has more bonuses from the so we can't kill it. We're gonna need to use like a lot of different. Actually, wait, no, hold up. We warp Paula in with the forged. We warp Paula in with the forged Dragon Pike. Then we warp Tiki in, and then we warp. Oh
wait, I think only one person has the rank for warp. Only one person has C rank staves.
We have like Merrick and Lind and Elise and Wendell. And we have like 3 different warp staves. We have plenty of warps for this.
Elise would have to get reclassed from Sage.
I don't know. What did I say? Axer, I don't even know what happened. Axer.
You have to be more specific. Like, when did I
have
laugh?
No idea. Yeah, I don't remember this interaction either. I can't think of anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, even Merrick can use staves. We have so many staves. And I think we only...
Was it you saying that Tiki has 69 attack against him? Maybe?
Yeah, I might have said Tiki has 69 attack. But yeah, anyway, we really only need... I think we only need 3 warps. I think we have 3 warps. Plus we can trade it. We can definitely do trade chains if we need. But I think Paula kills Dragon in front, and then Tiki plus probably Gratitus finishes.
Okay, well, let me reclass Lind as a bishop so she gets warp rank.
I don't know if she... Well, I mean, we can do that, but we can also just bring someone else. Like... Anyway. We don't have a rescue staff. I think the rescue staff just doesn't exist in this game.
I don't think it does either. So, Lind needs to be able to teleport somebody who can do damage. I think that's... Actually, it's just her speed is too low. I think it's gotta be Kane. I think it's gotta be Kane.
Well, who has the highest strength? Because I don't think anyone's doubling him. He's like...
Abel, I think, has the highest strength of
Wait,
these.
actually, Abel doubles him then. If he only has 18 speed, on this mode anyway, Abel doubles him. See, Abel has 23. So give Abel to Gratitus.
Not the Dragon Pike?
No. We only no, because you can. There's only one spot to attack Medeus from one range.
Oh right, yes.
So Tiki is going to take that spot, and Abel is going to 2 range with the Gratitus. The forged Dragon Pike will be used by Paula to one shot. So again, right now you're setting up the one shot. You don't even need to worry about anything other than if the units you want to warp are near someone with warp.
Yes, and that's the case because these two. Yeah, okay, yep, that's good. We're all set then.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We made it. Now we just have to find Medeus. Oh, okay, here she is. I can sense it. A sinister will is at work here. Come, my friends, we have a dragon to tame. Help me confine Medeus to the shadows for all eternity until next game, and bring light back to the world.
Well, next game is technically SOV, you know.
Okay, well...
Oh, wow.
That is a model, alright.
They sure did give him abs. Well, not really, but, you know.
Where's Goto?
Did we also get Goto? No, we did not. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, where is Goto?
I don't think he's here, unfortunately.
Isn't he supposed to be here? He's already the Goto.
Well, yes, but you ended up with Nagi, and like I said, the full content patch, much like the Samson Iran thing, has a problem. Also, I think Nagi actually is better than our Tiki, because we didn't level her up that much. Like 5 strength, 13 speed, 19 luck. Like look at Nagi has like 8 strength, so she's like doing a decent chunk more damage. And faster. So yeah, Nagi kind of just better, actually.
Yes. Goto is the Evan Hawk with Mitra Suik. I know that one. Goto, yes, I know that one. Goto is on, yep, that's the Coder 2. Well, it's also the Coder 1. But, Mitra Suik is the, quote, canon name of the Jedi Exile, the Light Side Jedi Exile in Coder 2. with for the purposes of the Knights of the Republic 2, for the purposes of like novelizations and such, who goes into the unknown regions and gets captured by the Emperor and all that stuff. So Goto's just chilling there with all of the other companions from that game, which are super excellent, but not fully implemented. And I'm pretty sure Medeus is a literal Earth Dragon. Also, you would let America rule these lands. Seems like an improvement. Buddy. Not a good idea. So wait, Goto only shows up if you don't have Nagi?
I think so. I mean, like I said, they're. I mean, that I knew. So if you don't go to chapter 24,
oh, they talk. Oh right, yeah. I forgot that they talk. Well,
yeah.
I can do it next turn.
I mean, just honestly, warp either one of them. You can warp Nagi if you want, but Paul will get it done. Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. Before you warp, can I see the positions really quick? Oh, that's perfect. Because we also have Elise who can warp either Nagi or
Marth. Yes, that's why I put them in.
Nagi's better. I think the Dragonstone also has more might. Yeah, the Divine Stone has way more might. In fact, we might as well work Nagi instead of Tiki at this point.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because it's the last level. You might as well just attack with Paula first to make sure everything's good.
There we go.
As expected, just barely. But hey, it works. God, the Warp Staff.
The Warp Staff, ladies and gentlemen.
The Warp Staff.
Okay. Oh, that's skill cap.
No, we just have Warp. Alright, well, I guess we,
Yes, I already saw this, thank you.
do this. Imagine being Medeus and being like, my keep is impenetrable, and then getting jump scared by, like, 6 enemies just warping in. Hopefully Abel can do damage. I'm pretty sure he can, based on the math, but I'm not sure.
If he's got 40 attack, he should be able to.
Well, he should, but I'm not entirely sure if there's like a...
Yes, he can.
Yeah, no location in. Well, hopefully TE does more than that, because otherwise we have a problem.
Foolish humans, you dare disturb me while I slumber? Oh, how you will regret it as you die slowly, painfully, writhing in the flames of the inferno!
If only we crit.
Oh my god, he dodged. Yep, that's a kill. Alright.
We get double, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Fire Emblem, ladies and gentlemen, Fire Emblem.
He could have missed.
I know.
Defeated again by humans.
That was a dragon.
Well, Abel helped.
I know.
Know this, Altean Prince. That light which surrounds you is only a temporary respite.
Wait, oh yeah, Vincent, I guess you meant the real world, my bad. Whoops.
So as long as the darkness in your hearts continues to sustain me, cannot be destroyed.
What is it,
cool.
shit, Kingdom Hearts?
Also, Loptus said that.
Yeah, but he got blasted by Naga, so it's okay.
Yeah, but he's also literally of the same tribe as Medeus.
No.
Yes,
he is
yes.
actually isn't he? I don't think he's an Earth Dragon. I thought he was actually
He started as an Earth Dragon, and then literally, like, he lost his body and became a Dark Dragon that, like, jumps between bodies.
Is that how it works?
Yes. Nice. You got a good level, too.
Yeah.
Alright, well, are we gonna see the epilogue, and then I'm gonna do the actual map next time?
Sure.
Or...
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were talking about Fire Emblem. No, you're talking about the real life. Okay, yes, Boer, Rasputin, apartheid, Clyde. Yeah, I think I would take Marika's America at her worst over this guy, because frankly, at least America had a golden age before all of the shit went bad.
And not just the concept of a plan.
Yes, although to be fair, her plan was still not great, but yes.
After Medeus' demise,
Sorry? I didn't hear you.
Never mind. It's fine.
After Medeus' demise, Dolhr would relax its shadowy grip on the land and fade into obscurity. The Empire was finished until the next game, until Mystery of the Emblem. The fires of war that had raged across Arcanea would die, and light would come to take darkness's place until new Mystery of the Emblem. But before any of that came,
like you say.
yes, but before any of that came to pass, there were a final few moments of Marth's tale that need telling.
Sita. Well, bank, okay?
Marth, you finally did it. It's finally over. I've waited a long time for this day, and now I'm not entirely certain what to do with it. Marth, we haven't talked much since leaving Talus. It's almost like this game doesn't have a support system. But I thought, do you know where you will be going? To Altea, of course. War has left my kingdom in shambles. I cannot waste another day. I must return to help rebuild. So, I suppose that means you have bid Talus farewell for good. Don't be silly, Sita. I need to at least go thank your father and tell him the fighting is done, and also ask him to marry you. My father? Marth, I'm not asking about my... Never mind. Please excuse me.
You doofed, buddy.
Marth, did something happen? I just passed Sita, and she looked heartbroken. No. Well, we were just talking, and she asked me... Nina. Marth, you idiot. Oh, Mars. How can a man who faced the Shadow Dragon be so desperate to avoid facing his own feelings? I what? I don't know what you are talking about. You wish to send Sita home to Talus, then, and return to Altea alone? That is what you want? Well, that's where we both belong. I don't see what my wants have to do with anything. Clearly not. Marth, if you have anything to say to Sita, say it now. Or I will kick you in the balls. Love cannot always make the leap from heart to heart by itself. Sometimes you must speak it aloud and give it wings. Surely a great leader like you can muster the courage for that.
Marth runs away.
Sita, might I, have a moment? I did not speak with my heart before. When I said I would go to Altea, I had meant I would hope you would be at my side. As you said, we have not spoken much since Talus. With you, I felt I never had to say a word, because you carried the fuck out of me for the first, 10 chapters.
True.
Would you say that again?
Said true.
I do not know of Francis Fukuyama, but yes. Let's see. Pax Americana. God, yeah, that's. Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about, empires only lasting 250 years is a total fucking myth, but, the United States is really collapsing in, all respects.
Yeah.
And it's dragging the world down with it.
It's Jover.
To be fair, the world has been kind of collapsing in its own ways, but we're definitely making
progress. But I think the rest of the world is also finally being like, well, this is fucked up. Time to get out. Europe's rearming.
I know, but I'm talking about the rise of fascism and the right wing in Europe, which I think is more connected to the collapse of neoliberalism and the failure of neoliberalism to make a coalition with progressivism to respond to fascism. And I'm not just talking about the United States. I'm talking about like Germany.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware there's been a worldwide trend and resurgence of fascism, but also again, part of that is because the United States has been slipping in that direction, and the United States, as the world's superpower, or one of the world's major superpowers, is a huge signaling force. And so when it became more and more accepted and appropriate in the U.S., it did spurn some other movements that came out. And, with similar tactics and in similar ways. Again, I'm not so self-centered to think of the U.S. as the center of the world, and that's the only reason that these things happened. But the U.S.'s own spiral did play a significant role in the general conversation and trend of such unfortunate movements.
Right. Okay.
But anyway,
yeah, no, I get
it's bad.
So, yeah, it's bad. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me write something down, and then we shall continue.
Fukuyama.
No. Sorry.
I said Francis Fukuyama.
Okay, come on. Just a second. And then this is, okay. Cool, okay. Let's continue. Yeah. I mean, yes, the right is starting to eat itself again. Unfortunately, the current, like, big, center parties / center quote-unquote left parties are not interested in ceding any power or changing anything. Hakeem Jeffries is the worst fucking Democratic leader I think I've ever seen. He's so bad.
But, I don't know.
He's so bad. He's completely toothless. He does not know what to do here.
I mean, you're out of power right now. There's
okay, but he's not even whipping the votes to not censor Al Green. Like, he literally is not doing anything.
That was not a great move.
Like, even if it's gonna lose, and like he's saying shit like, God is still on the throne, no matter who's who's the president. Fuck that. Yes, okay. You're telling me that in the face of the the complete fascist takeover of the United States, that you are like, I get it. Even if you can't do too much, you don't fucking say that. And also, I have read all of the reports talking about how he's more pissed at progressive groups marshaling to ask them to do shit than actually doing shit. Yes, Pelosi, Pelosi could be the worst in so many ways, but at least she wasn't Dianne Feinstein, and she knew when to quit.
Love her or hate her, there is a reason why she will go down in history.
Yeah, she was very effective, and God, I would have taken, I can't believe I'm saying this. I know that this is super hypocritical, given how we should and criticize the right and hold it to a higher standard, but if she's gonna insider trade her way to super wealth, it sucks. I wish they wouldn't do that, but at the very least, we got an effective leader out of it. Like, Hakeem Jeffries is taking AIPAC money and just sucking.
It's kind of the thing of this is the thing that I dislike about people and analyzing politicians when they're like, well, it's a shame that they're so dirty. It's like, yes, politicians kind of fucking suck, all of them. But again, you have a binary choice, and unfortunately for you, that's the only choice you get, and therefore you choose the lesser of two evils. That's the way it is. Yeah, it does suck that the politicians suck, but guess what? You have a choice, and you can either pick bad or worse. So pick bad. Come on.
Okay, but we need. The thing is, if you only, and I'm not saying. I want to reiterate. I voted for Kamala. I voted for the Democrats down the board. I recognize the opposition of the. Yes. Let me finish, Kamala. Let me finish. Voting for the bad every time just encourages them to never get better. If the Democrats do great in the midterms, they're going to convince themselves that it's because they kept to this path, even as opposed to everybody just hated the Republicans the worst. You can't always win on just the Republicans are that bad. You got to do something. You got to change something.
Yeah, I think my current theory, also to Gen X, is also you keep voting. My point is, you keep voting for the worst. And eventually, we have a two-party system. So you vote for the worst, and you vote for the better of the two evils. And eventually, the worst one is going to go away, and then you slowly build up. I just don't see any other way. Two-party systems are bad. Two-party systems
are bad.
Are very bad, that make it very hard to do. So right now, I think that the best thing to do, and again, I'm talking voter side, not messaging side. Messaging side is very complicated for a lot of reasons. As I've talked with Fume before, the Democrats basically are kind of fucked right now because the right has moved so far to the right that the Democratic Party encompasses everything from the most liberal, progressive leftists to actual conservatives that aren't MAGA. And
which is the tiniest.
That's the Democrat Party now. They can't. There is no platform because they don't agree on anything because they're covering 6 or 7 different political spectrums. In Europe, the Democratic Party would be like at least minimum 3 different parties. More likely, they'd be closer to 4 or 5 different political parties. But because we have because we have like a 2-party system, there are only 2 parties, and it's problematic.
Yeah, I hear that. The problem, though, is that you need to actually, like, it's clear with the large tent, it's clear that they have aspects of the tent they prefer with the people they're listening to. Like, they prefer the big money donors, right-wingers, conservative elements, and they ignore the half of the tent as much as they can. Like, they don't reach out to them, they don't accommodate them, they don't do anything. Whenever the Democrats talk about, we have a big tent, we need to reach them, it's always to appeal to conservatives. It's always to bring in more Republicans, and then the Republicans don't even fucking vote for them. It never, like, the Democrats have never won by appealing to, like, conservative suburbanites. Like, if you, like, the Kamala did not lose because, like, Democrats didn't show up. Well, sorry, Kamala lost because Democrats didn't show up, because there wasn't motivation. There wasn't, like, they didn't give them a reason to vote for them. They just said for the third time in a row, Trump is worse, don't vote for him, and that wasn't enough.
Yeah, but to be
like
fair,
that, it's not good. It's not good that wasn't enough. I think it should have been enough, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree with that, but I do think the messaging is not perfect. But also I think like more than the Trump voters who are a problem, but they were always going to be a problem. I think the bigger problem is the people who stayed home, because those, like, again, I see your point on messaging, but those were the people who stayed home really were the people who should have known better. Like, the people who stayed home and didn't vote because they disagreed about something really were the people who should have known that now is not the time to play a game of chicken going 90 miles per hour. Like, bad idea.
I hear that, except that requires the Democrats to actually... You can say that, but scolding people like that is not going to get them to change. You need to appeal to them. And those people were not appealed to. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you tell people you should have known better, you're blaming the voters for the politicians not doing anything. Because, again, like, okay, let me...
I'm willing to blame the voters because I'm not a politician. I don't have to be a peacemaker. Like, I am perfectly timed to, like, again, as a voter, it is my, like, I am allowed to feel that anger and that annoyance. Like, again, I agree with you that politicians should have very different messaging, but as I said in my response to Vince, it's pretty understandable for the general voters to have these sorts of feelings and anger at other voters. Because again, like, I do think, like, the people, like I said, the people who voted for MAGA, that's a problem, but they're also kind of in a cult, and that's a bigger problem.
You can't reason with them. I'm agreeing with that. Right, exactly. But what I'm saying is if you, I hear you. You're not a. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Are the people who should have known better? Those were the people who are not in a cult. They're not voting for the other side. They're not in that alternate reality. They're in our reality, and yet, despite being in our reality, they said now is the time to send a message, and that really was not the right time to send a message.
The Democrats haven't changed since 2012, when this was the argument again, or even since 2016, where it was, you can't break apart, this is not the time, and then they won, and they didn't change, they lost, and they didn't change anything. They just won because Trump...
A great time to do it. I think presidential elections is not the right time.
Okay, then, but it's never the right, it's never the right time, because the midterms happen.
That's what I'm saying. The Democrats again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I've told you I agree. The Democrats' messaging kind of sucks ass.
Okay, but it's not just messaging. Like, you need progress.
I do think the presidential election is objectively not the time to play that game, and I think history, as it stands right now, is kind of proving that point correct. Midterms, I think, are a great time to play the game because losing the House or Senate is bad, but again, if you don't lose the presidency, there are worse things to happen. I mean, essentially, you become an administration that can't do anything, but you also don't slide into fascism, so I consider that a win.
Okay, I would agree with you, except...
I really think the presidential elections are not the time to play that game.
I would agree with you, except that, even if you're not the spokesperson for the Democratic Party, you still represent it. And when you say stuff like that, it creates and maintains the image of the Democratic Party as, and I'm not taking this in a coastal sense, it is like as the elitist, smarmy, we know what's good for you. And obviously, the Republicans... Well, let me fucking finish. The Republicans are... sorry, I shouldn't have sworn. I apologize. The the Republicans are actually worse in that regard. Like, the Republicans have been able to lie themselves into the party of free speech while actually being, like, horrifically censorious in every respect, because some people have a very specific image of what free speech is. But, like, they are actually, like, the elitist, smarmy assholes in every respect.
If I had a platform, I might choose my words more carefully, but I don't. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't have any social media. I have, like, 0 social media following. I'm currently, like, we're being watched by, what, like, 8 people right now? Like, there's not, you know, I'm not worried about picking, like, no one is going to change their opinion based on what I'm telling you on a Fire Emblem video game stream right now.
But
and so my response is my own personal, very human response about how I feel about this. And yes, I'm willing to, like, call other voters because I'm frustrated and mad and angry at them, which are all very human emotions to feel.
I hear that, except that
platform, if I had a platform that I had a lot of power with, I probably would think much more carefully about what I say. And again, they're, like, also anonymous on the internet right now. Again, even in my real life, can be much more diplomatic. And I mean, that's also part of the problem, actually, is anonymity on the internet.
Yes, that's true.
But
I
again, I don't think these emotions, like, no one can tell someone what is valid to feel as an emotion. I mean, that even goes true for the people in the cult. The emotions they feel are very powerful, and they're what's driving them. And it's unfortunate that they can't get past those emotions and they can't analyze their own opinions and their own, like, predispositions more. It's very unfortunate.
Okay,
but that's not to say that the raw emotions themselves are not valid. I mean, everyone feels things, and it takes a great deal of effort sometimes to overcome those feelings. Again, this is not about the Democratic Party. This is specifically about what you were saying about things like Twitter, Facebook.
Okay, well, I didn't say Twitter. I didn't say Twitter. The problem is that the problem is that A, high-profile people with platforms are saying that. B, Democrats are to an extent saying that. And C...
Yes, and I think I've been pretty consistent in agreeing with you, saying that it's a problem. I've been defending my own personal stance at it, but again, I have not been defending the Democrats. They clearly are not doing something right and need to change. If they were doing something right, they would have...
Okay. Can I get a word in, please? You've been... Sorry, no, please finish. I interrupted. Please finish.
I mean, that's it. It's like, I mean, you keep bringing up this point about platform, and I'm telling you, I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
God, I had something I wanted to say and I forgot because we're going. Like, okay, so even if you're not convincing anybody on your platform and you're not using, like, that, I lost my train of thought. God damn. Okay, well, first thing I want to say is, it's not just a messaging problem, and the fact that Democrats are focusing so much on it being a messaging problem ignores the fact that they are not manifesting tangible progress for people. Like, they haven't raised the minimum wage. Every time they have the majority, they don't use it, even if it's a slim majority. Like, the Republicans have the slimmest fucking majority in Congress, like, ever, and they're bull rushing everything they can through. Like, Biden had a slim fucking majority, and he didn't use his bully pulpit. He barely signed any executive orders. He did not very much at all, frankly. And that frustration, when seen and manifest over and over, reinforces the images of Republicans as, like, useless do-nothings who, as soon as they get power, frivel it away, especially with how they try to constantly play nice with Republicans, who, frankly, would see them all shot if they could. Like, they would. That's the case at this point.
Yeah, it's a very problematic fine line.
It is,
but I do understand the concept of... I mean, it's really hard because it's adapting to literally never before seen territory. Like, I do understand Democrats being like, we don't want to actually just completely overstep our bounds. Like, obviously we could. Clearly, like, no one is...
Okay, but the game has changed. Like, the last 20 years, 15... Let me finish...
I know it's saying, and what I'm saying is I recognize that it's very hard to say, how should we react to this change without going too far? It's like, It's literally unprecedented. And yes, I agree they have not pushed the envelope enough, but I also want to recognize that it's very difficult to understand what to do when there's no precedent for any of this and you are literally flying blind.
Okay, I hear you, but using your own logic of this isn't the time to try to, like, nudge the party because we're up against, like, existential threats, the time to be baffled about what to do is not when the stakes continuously sway between the fire. Like, the time to try to fall back on decorum and procedures and such is gone.
No,
like,
as I said, I wish they pushed the envelope more.
No,
Again,
I hear that.
You're taking my you're taking my caveats as like a disagreement with your opinion, when that's very much not the case.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I again, like, to be clear, as I've said before, I agree with most of what you're saying, and I again am not into defending the Democrats. I have no interest in doing such a thing. But I do also want to recognize the problems and challenges we're facing. Like, it's not as simple as just do this, do that. Yes, there's more they could be doing. Absolutely more they could be doing. Things they could have done, things they didn't do. Absolutely. But I also want to be clear that it is not such a simple do this one thing and your problems will be solved.
I get that, but like, they didn't even try. Like, he never tried to push Manchin. Like, Manchin wouldn't, like per what like Vincent said, like Manchin Cinema were the spoil sports of that period, and he didn't push them, and part of that was probably his age and his mental health. He didn't have the energy to be to have a bully pulpit, and part of it is just the Democrats have never believed in, actually putting the screws on their constituents. And that's a problem. Like, Pelosi could do that. She could say, no, you need to fucking vote for this shit or we're going to start primarying you. And she often did that against left-wing candidates, and I hated it, but she could do it. Biden never tried to push that. He never was like, hey, Manchin, so, I see that you're not going to vote for my Build Back Better thing. You know that your daughter actually runs a big pharma company? Maybe I should start looking into that. And, all of those, like, EpiPen, like, price hike things. Like, yes, that's bullying.
Yeah, I don't disagree that they shouldn't have done more. What I'm saying is that, like, it's impossible to know history. And I agree, again, clearly, I agree.
No, I know you agree. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pin this on you. I'm sorry.
My point is that, like, it's very complex. And again, I am not defending them. I have no interest in defending something as gigantic as the Democratic Party. Like, clearly they're doing something wrong. Obviously, they need to fix it. My point is just that, like, it is not so simple as, because some people often are like, oh, if they had just done this one thing, like, but it's like, no, that's not really how it goes. They're going to have to do a lot of different things. They're going to have to keep trying out many different things until they figure out what finally wins them back votes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of work.
Yes. I realize...
Have to do it. Better fucking do it. But they are going to have to do a lot of work.
Yeah. I realize that most of this is an unnecessary argument because I know we do agree on a lot. I get that. Two more things I wanted to say, and then if you have a few more things I want to say, and yes, I know we don't need to be talking about this. I know it's after midnight, but we're going to keep going. One is that, like, something that Gen X mentioned earlier, also, hi Gen X, I see this is your first stream, welcome, is, yes, people hate the Republicans. Like, the Republicans are not popular. The Democrats are just even more unpopular / ineffectual. But the other part of it is, the Democrats just don't have, like, they haven't cultivated new blood, and they haven't cultivated, like, new leaders, which is why fucking Hakeem Jeffries is, like, the next minority leader, and God, he can't stay it. I hate him so much. But, the, like, whole thing about, like, the little, like, signs that they wave in the, during the State of the Union speech, that everybody's making fun of, like, it just brings back to my mind the, time when the, like, Senate Democrat, the House Democrats, like, fucking knelt with kente cloths during the, like, George Floyd protests, when, you can pass laws. Yes, at the time they kind of couldn't because Trump would have vetoed everything, but, you can put something forward. Like, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act just died. It never went with anything. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place in that. And then the only other thing I wanted to say is that, regarding your, like, they should know better, like, I get what you're saying. I don't agree with that aspect, but I also just...
Who should know better? I don't think I said anyone should know better.
You did, like, the voters who stayed home should have known better than to do it at this time.
Well, again, I do think they know. So again, to be clear, I'm saying the voters who stayed home, because the voters who stayed home are not part of the cult, right? Like, if you're part of the cult, you voted for Trump. Like, if you're in the cult, you voted for it. So the voters who stayed home are not part of that cult.
No, I know.
They're living in our reality, and if you are living in our reality, and actually that's just where it ends. If you're living in our reality, you should vote. You should not vote for this man.
I hear that.
Except clear that he is not fit for it, and that's what I'm annoyed about. Like,
okay, I hear that. Except
that's problem, and that's a very different problem.
I hear that, except the Democrats did that ran on that last time and then didn't change shit. Like,
yeah,
and
again, that's a problem with the Democrats. But like I said, the Democrats and the voters are different. The Democrats have their problems, and the people who didn't vote have their problems.
yes,
Like, they're different problems. Like, yes, part of it's on the fault of the Democrats, but people who didn't vote are not blameless.
No, I mean,
Again,
I don't think scolding them is effective.
Right, not for Democrats. It does not behoove politicians, such as the Democrats, to harp on that. It does them no good. It alienates people further. They should not do that. I'm not a Democratic politician. I'm playing video games at midnight, and I'm playing Fire Emblem. If I say how I feel, that's fine.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
I hear that.
Like, again, very different things. I agree with you. I don't think that's a good strategy for Democrats. It doesn't work. And you're right. It just does not work. Especially because these are people who, like, again, if you have to think about why did they stay home in the first place, they stayed home because they felt alienated. They felt they weren't being listened to. They felt all these feelings, and that compelled them, even in the face of a Trump presidency, to stay home. So, of course, if you're going to make an argument to win those people back over and get them to vote, insulting them is clearly not going to work because they are emotional. They are people who have these strong feelings about politics and voting already. Like, that's why they stayed home. And so, of course, you're correct. Insulting them is absolutely not going to help. It's not going to do anything. But again, I'm not trying to get them to vote. I'm not advocating for anything on a Fire Emblem stream. And I will call them out for not voting. In fact, I have some friends on Discord who I called out, and they were like really frustrated and like angry about it. And I was like, well, again, sorry, but this is on you.
I hear that.
Them. I was like, yes, you're right. Your one single vote is not going to change the entire presidency. Like, no, I'm not saying that you personally were the deciding factor in this entire election of millions of people. That is ridiculous, and that is not the case. But if many people did not share that same sympathies, things might have been different.
Yes, I hear that. Alright, we're gonna wrap up with this, but one last thing that came to my mind is that, I mean, something also that's in my head, and it's just like an incredible double standard, is that Democrats are not allowed to say anything bad about Republican voters. Like, Biden got so much shit for his, like, tame-ass comment about Republican voters, but, like, Republican voters can call Democrats whatever the fuck they want, and nobody cares. Or they'll be like, let's hunt them in the streets. I mean, that's what I'm, like, saying is, like, that's my favorite thing, is, like, when people were, like, so mad that Hillary Clinton called them a basket of deplorables. Exactly, thank you. And it turns out she was, like, basically right, and people keep being like, well, she shouldn't have done it. It's like, actually, she should have just doubled down on it, apparently, because, hey. Yeah, she had so many other fucking problems, that wasn't one of them.
Well, that's what the media made it was. I mean, again, I think, like I said, you know, the Hillary Clinton election was a test of, is the nation more racist or misogynist? As it turns out, they are more misogynist.
I mean, I also think it was, you know, she had some big problems. Like, she had a pretty
there were a lot of problems, but that was a huge problem, is the media treated her and scrutinized her in many different ways that a male candidate would not.
Yes, that is
like,
true.
Again, remember, like, the Obama tanned suit thing? Like, the media treats non-mainstream white old men very differently than it treats anyone else.
Yeah, like, and you see it with, like, you know, how, like, again, AOC in retrospect has had some problems, but you know, the fact that the people who, like, the Republican Party, which pretends to be, like, you know, the big old working class party, their go-to line is, oh, she's a fucking, you know, she's a bartender, go fix me a drink, lady. It's like, isn't your whole thing supposed to be about, like, people coming from humble beginnings, which most of the time you actually, like, are lying about? Like, if you look at every single Republican senator or who's like, you know, I'm a self-made man, it's like he's got a loan from his dad. Fucking JD Vance, the worst. I'm just glad that he has the charisma of, like, a soggy teddy bear, because he's not going to hold any coalition together when Trump dies. Anyways, okay. Yes, Doge, Private Silver, that's all terrible. Let's finish this and... As you said, okay. If the battle started to take its toll, you were always there, close by. I would see you there, so brave. I would, derive great strength. Derive. Ugh, why is this so difficult? Sita, I'm just trying to tell you, Marth. Me too. Me too.
Didn't you want to say it?
So concludes the tale of Falchion, Blade of Light, Marth its wielder, and his battle with the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Herein, its events have been chronicled, so none may ever forget. Do we get epilogues? Alright, here we go.
I don't know.
3 minute. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. What was the longest chapter in this? I mean, the longest chapter is probably going to be the final chapter when we actually do it, but...
No, there are a couple that were really long, honestly. There were a few of the castle maps that took us quite a long time to get all the treasure and everything. Not to mention that there were some times where we...
that one. Yeah. There's no way that the left-handed gauntlet was an hour, like, pure.
I mean, it takes 15 turns. That is up there. I mean, yeah, even Minerva's only took 18 turns, but I guess we were moving faster. Yeah, some of these are taking like an hour. Yeah, 12 XP must have gotten... what are we... Oh, that was the one where we had to keep running back and forth. That one was annoying.
Oh, God, yeah.
Praetor's Worth, yeah. I love the jump from, like, these chapters take 30 minutes to these chapters are now taking an hour.
Yeah. Man, keep Princess taking 40 minutes casually.
Yeah, Sable Order, that makes sense. Camus again also took some time. That one was, like, we beat Camus pretty quickly, though. I don't know about that one.
Dark Pontifex was not long.
We did beat him pretty quickly.
And this is going to be 14 minutes.
Endgame, yeah. Yeah, it's like faster than prologue chapters. And most of that was probably just the talk we had. The actual chapter took like 2 minutes. Fire Emblem Morth.
Alright, here we go. Marth returned to war-torn Altair and devoted all his energy to restoring the kingdom to his former glory. He was later crowned king. Alice's heart, Sita. Sita visited her father and Talus before returning to Altair with Marth. Their whispers of love warmed the castle halls. 121 battles. Nice. Ah, the boy. Jagan. After the war, Jagan laid out his lance and became one of Prince Marth's closest advisors. Holy shit, 135 battles. Cain remained at Altair to instruct younger knights in the ways of war. He was a shining example. Never did he neglect his training. Yeah, the Christmas cows did fucking work. Holy shit. Oh my god, 172 battles.
They were really good.
Yes. Abel left the army and opened a small shop. He was to be married, but in the end, his fellow knights were his most steadfast companions.
Do you know who Abel marries?
Cain?
No, he's a canonical pairing, actually.
Oh no. Dogs, when trying to organize and people they seem to love their kind, but soul protector. The Ungagged, that's pretty funny, yes, Squirrel scribed himself to an Arcanine Knight for the mastery of the bow. Later, he returned to Altair with his brother. Who is his canonical pairing?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, wait, I've heard of this. Reese with the monastery and spent his remaining years caring for the children who had lost their parents in the war.
I think all three, or not all three, but at least 2 of the Pegasus Knights were down bad for Abel.
Nice. Ogma returned to town to serve his people. Perhaps Ogma's not a strong suit. History contains no record of him. Ogma and Barst, also big bros. Barst briefly enlisted in the Arcanaean army, but later deserted to become a pirate. A lopper.
He reclassed.
Bord returned to his life as a woodcutter, and time became renowned for his craftsmanship. A chopper. Bord returned to his peaceful life as a woodcutter, and time became renowned for his speedy work. Okay.
They were too useless and did nothing, but Barst. He did not have his fill of blood, and so he must become a pirate.
Vassal hurried home to his ancient mother, medicine in hand. They lived modest lives. Daros. He was back in the sea for Daros, by all accounts. Carefree, he had departed Arcanae's shores for the last time.
He became Sail.
Julian gave up thievery for good and found an honest job in Macedon. Honestly, Julian, you were fucking great, even though you did no combat. Also, you too, Lena. Lena cared for orphans at a convent in Macedon and doled out love and equal shares to all she met.
Chapter 4 Warp Staff.
Navarre. Navarre vanished after the Great Struggle. For years, impostors appeared, hoping to profit from his reputation the world round.
Yeah, what's his... It's not as funny as Shanem, but
No, it was fun with
good.
Shane. Alright, Merrick, you
I
were
think
pretty
it's
good too.
like-
After helping Merrick stamp out the fires of war, Merrick returned to Cadane where he continued his magic study. Continue?
I'm trying to remember the Navari imposter's name.
You
get one of-
Mathis left the army in favor of a dull and predictable life in Macedon. Him bliss. You get a Navarre imposter if what?
No, it was in FE 3.
Nina offered Hardin her hand in marriage, though he was crowned 24th king of House Arcanine. Okay. Brilliant hero. I really was hoping to use you, Wolf, but, you know, you promote. You're really annoying. Renee Knight Relis, Wolf God.
You know,
He's good, it just took too long to use him. Your bases were too bad.
everything to him, but we could have done it if we wanted to.
Seger remained a Knight of Aurelis, he helped rebuild, and they became Vice Captain and Pillar of the Wolf Guard. Like, pre-promote's normally good, but pre-promotes with bad starting stats, not good.
No, again, they have bonkers growth.
I know,
We just chose not.
Roche left the army, but later returned to become a brilliant paladin. He resided in Altair for a time. Or Viland. Made Knight of Aurelis and helped rebuild, always put his friends with whom he had grown into manhood first.
He grew to manhood with his friends.
Wendell the Goat. Wendell became a senior mage in Cadane and embarked on a journey that took him from land to land in pursuit of truth.
Yeah, Wendell was pretty good.
Wendell was pretty fucking good. Rickard, he never got more than like 5 magic, but that's okay. Rickard returned home to live in peace, or so he claimed, even as the area experienced a surge in breakings and purse snatching. So, Bantu, you gave us Tiki, which means you good, but otherwise, sealed the Dragonstone's power and disappeared. His wish was to live out his years in the Dolhrian countryside.
Bro, really tired to the countryside.
Yes. Kaisar. History lost track of Kaisar after the war. Perhaps he found work as a bodyguard. Perhaps some country made him a general. Lady Killer Rad. Okay. Rad fell in love during the war and gave up his sword to win the woman's heart. Whether he succeeded, we shall never know. Still single. Roger found his way back to Bar, Gressin and reached out to the many people whom the war had touched. Perfect shot for Georges. Georges worked diligently to rebuild Arcanay. Later, he was chosen from the Palace's Knights to become Archer Captain.
I mean, he did have high rank because no one else had
Petite Princess Maria. After studying in Cadane for a spell, Princess Maria returned to Macedon to serve her people as a cleric. True leader Minerva. She was, honestly, she did a lot, even though she never actually killed much. Minerva put all her effort into restoring Macedon. We all wish for her to be queen, all except Minerva herself. Lind, yes, let's go. Lind entered Princess Nina's protection and became a lady at court. Okay, that's pretty uneventful.
That's an interesting turn.
Jake, let's go, the ballistician boy. Jake helped rebuild a town destroyed during the war. He and his lover Anna often was dreamed traveling far off continents. His archer Medea. Oh right, yes, his husband. Medea honored her princess's request to remain with the Arcanine Knights and later became their capitan. Dolhr had a short career as a general before leaving the army. Some said the move was a tacit rejection of the king-to-be. Asselin left the Arcanine army without a word of explanation. He settled near the border and formed a band of watchmen with the bushiest eyebrows. Fight Beau Tomas. No one knows became a Tomas after the war, but some suggested he returned home to live in peace. Actually, he got replaced by Solon.
He was kidnapped by the lizard people.
Not lizard people, mole people. Boa resumed his duties as Arcanine royal bishop, guiding the kingdom while his people got back on their feet. Honestly, we were great for like 2 chapters. Beck, yes, boss, number 2. Beck became famous for subjugating a group of Borderlands rebels, who, having never seen a ballista, panicked and promptly surrendered.
That's so funny.
You should have.
Imagine you roll up in a ballista and everyone just surrenders. It's so funny.
Astram. Medea's hero. Astram was made captain of Arcanaeus Free Company. He was given the sword Mercurius, and with it carved quite a name for himself. Okay. Pala, let's go, the White Wings. The war left this once self-assured knight's heart in knots, but still, Pala worked diligently at rebuilding Macedon. Middle sister, Catria. Catria returned to Macedon to rebuild. Love for a certain man flared in her heart, then flickered when it went unrequited. Okay, well, it was Catria then.
No, it was Est, and then, yeah.
Catria and Est. Aran,
yeah.
Okay. Jagan's request, Aran became a captain of Altair's Knights. His efforts helped many a town rise from the ashes after the war. Shane.
After the war, Shane left without a word. It was not until later that Marth learned his true identity. Little sister Est. Est fell in love with an Altean knight and found more happiness in a woman's life than a warrior's. Possibly sexist, but okay.
It could also just be a personal choice.
Yes. Dragon Scion Tiki. Tiki lead a peaceful life with Bantu. She spoke fondly of her adventures with Marth, even long after they had ended, including the time he let her die.
Came back, though.
True. People's man Lawrence. Lawrence put his princess prince upon the throne and became his regent, but he and Arcanea did not always see eye to eye. Haha, because he only has one. Life giver Elise. That's true. You were pretty fucking good. Elise returned to Altea with Marth. Yes, to Tiki. Ever serene, she stood by her brother and watched him grow into a fine leader. Gave life back to Tiki. You are correct. Oh, yeah, Rip Frey. Finally lured the enemy away to ensure Marth's escape from Altea, but sadly no one ever heard from him again. No Nagi? Van Vuma. Okay.
It's doing all the guiding characters now.
There she went, and nobody knows. One theory is that Althena returned to the border village where she was born. Horus. Nina parted in Horns after the war, and he redeemed his life as a landing noble. In years to come, he worked hard to heal Arcanea.
Anyway, that's why Left Kent Valley took so long, because we were grinding in it.
True. Spellslinger Etzels. The Spellslinger Etzel vanished after the war as quickly as he came. His wanderings took him around the world for years to come. Oh right, we were doing stuff with Lynn. Gravel Yeller, Ymir. The fighting done, Ymir returned to his village in Grus, the one place that had accepted him. He was content the rest of his days. Dragon Ruler, Nagi. Marth would have thanked Nagi after Medeus fell, but there was no one there to thank. Had she returned home? None ever knew. And Mr. Sir not appearing in this game, Goto. The end until next week when we do this again and actually do the final map.
Suffering.
Yes, but it is self-inflicted. And next weekend we can only... Also, I will say, we are not streaming tomorrow. And we are not streaming Friday or Saturday next week. The only stream we're doing is this one to this week and then Thursday next week, which is not enough for me to stream a whole other game, so we're just going to do the map. But I'd actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if we're going to do this map next Thursday, because I have a pretty important job interview the next morning. It's at like 8, so maybe we don't.
Just keep me posted, I guess.
We'll see. But that was Shadow Dragon. It is late because we spent like 35 minutes talking about politics, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Obviously, this is far from my favorite Fire Emblem game. It's got some pretty big problems. It's got some pretty big problems. Obviously, it is. But
if you think these problems are bad, just know that FE1 is worse.
Oh no. Yeah, it's got even with being a remake, it inherits a lot of problems from what I assume FE1, although it probably fixes a bunch. I know it fixes a bunch, but like some stuff that we saw in earlier games that doesn't show up here is really problematic. Like rescue dropping is really problematic.
I said though, I prefer it to be that way because I wouldn't want them to change the experience. Like I would want this more as a historical artifact of making FE1 more available to modern audiences and fixing the truly like egregious stuff. Like again, the main thing that got fixed is inventory management. I've never played FE1, but I know it's horrendous. So I'm kind of glad they kept like all the flaws because like sure it's not my favorite game, but I do respect and appreciate like playing it to see how far the series has come. Both in terms of writing and in terms of like, things like supports, rescue dropping, obviously, map design, things like that.
Yeah, I get that. What else? Yeah, the map design also leaves a bit to be desired. Some of them are overly simplistic. Some of them. I mean, I didn't really run into too many enemies, but it doesn't always feel like they... Like, a lot of them were also just really annoying, even if they weren't necessarily simple. Like, there was the one where we had to, like, go all the way around. Yeah, that one. That was the Gambit one. That one sucked. That was just not fun.
Yeah, I mean, well, all games pretty much have a couple maps that suck. But it's more just like... Yeah, they just don't feel great in this one for whatever reason.
Yeah, and then...
Like the problem with this one is it doesn't really feel like there's anything clever you can do to like move through them or skip them quickly. It's just like you either play them straight or you just warp skip it, and there's not really an in-between. Whereas with a lot of games, sometimes there's in-betweens. depending on how you want to handle them.
Yeah, and some of this was definitely because of the what I was doing, but like the progression felt kind of wonky with the like you kept getting master seals, and I guess this was also expected more guys to die, but you just kept getting master seals far after you needed them.
That's pretty normal for most Fire Emblem games.
That's
You still
true.
you get a lot more promotion items than you actually reasonably need.
Nah,
That's
never
complete.
mind. In that case, then I think there's nothing else to say. It's
Nope.
probably my least favorite Fire Emblem such far, but it's still a
Yeah,
good,
I mean,
good game.
other than yeah, there's not really I dislike more. I mean, I am very much not a fan of Fates, but I'm not even sure if I'd say it's worse than Arcanea. I just really don't like Fates, but I don't necessarily think it's worse. The writing's worse, actually. but I don't think
That's hard to imagine, but I will believe you.
this writing wasn't bad. It was just mediocre. This
yeah.
writing was not bad. It was uninspired.
It was not bad.
But
It was just.
not bad.
It was not
Fates'
bad.
writing
It was
is
just.
actively bad.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Like-
It was just kind of boring.
Have I played Engage? I have played Engage. Fume has not. I really like Engage. I think it has some of the best gameplay in the entire series.
And
As for the writing, the more I've actually played it multiple times now. And the first time I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrible." The second time I played it, like the second and third time I played it, I was like, it's not bad. Like, it's not good. Like, but the writing is okay, and I actually think it's fine and does what it needs to do. But the gameplay is so good. The gameplay is really good. I did recently just finish Maddening. So
Engage is number one for me. All right. Unfortunately, Gen X, you are banned from this channel. I'm sorry.
Why? Engage is really good. The
I am-
game, like if what you're mainly looking at is gameplay, Engage is easily in the top. It's easily in the running for best game.
I am kidding. I am kidding.
The writing is super. Or not the writing. Sorry, the gameplay is super.
Yeah, the writing is not super. Even if you're,
but it's not
even if
but it's not actually that bad. Like on a first playthrough, it's very jarring, especially if you come from Three Houses. It's again very jarring because again, Three Houses just has some very solid writing, even as far as video games in general go. But it also has plenty of flaws. Engage is really just like we want to make a Fire Emblem game and we want to make a lot of great gameplay. And the writing can just be Shadow Dragon. Here's an evil dragon, go kill it. Literally everyone has a tragic backstory. Really, I think the gameplay is the weakest part of Three Houses because like the maps are terrible and the class system is kind of terrible.
Wow. Okay. That's unusual.
I think the gameplay is by far the weakest part of Three Houses because like you Stride, Warp, Raging Storm, like you just have like discussions. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn also top contenders for some of the best games.
Really good.
They
have some issues, but especially Radiant Dawn. But Path of Radiance is almost it's so good.
Hard because it's so fun and probably has some of the best writing in the series as well. But it's really easy. Like even on hard mode, it's just not that difficult.
Well, the other thing is it also kind of needs to exist.
It has Blood Pact, but otherwise it's pretty solid.
The Path of Radiance also can't really exist without Radiant Dawn in terms of narrative, which I think is not necessarily a point against. What?
Other way around. Radiant Dawn is FE10.
Well, yes, but I also don't think Path of Radiance is necessarily a fully complete story without Radiant Dawn.
It is. You defeat Ashnard. You reclaim Crimea. Like without Radiant Dawn, you don't know that any of the events in FE9 parts of a larger scheme.
I guess.
Like there's nothing. There is nothing to hint. Like, and you also, for example, don't know the Black Knight returns. Like if you kill him. Like there is nothing. Like FE9 on its own is an extremely complete game. It's only incomplete because FE10 exists. If FE10 didn't exist, FE9 would definitely be complete on its own. Like all the loose ends, or at least the loose ends that appear, are completely tied up by the end of the game.
Let me check something.
At least I'm pretty sure they are. I don't think there's anything that stands out. I'm a huge fan of the GBA games myself. I just really enjoy them a lot. I don't necessarily think they're the best in any one thing, but I just really enjoy them a lot, and I think they're very fun games to play. But again, I do think actually FE6 is one of my favorites in terms of balancing. I think FE6 is one of the games that does balancing the best. Like hard mode feels really good. in terms of like your units feeling powerful, but also you still can't Juggernaut because you'll get obliterated by like an army of wyverns just appearing. But as far as everything else goes, the GBA games I just really like, and I think they're really solid games. But I don't necessarily think they're the best in the franchise. But yeah, Fume, you want to say something?
Yes. Well, first off, I could not disagree with you more, Gen X. Although I didn't hate the gameplay of Three Houses, or disliked it nearly as much as Gen X did. Now, yes, it was my first, but I just liked the gameplay. I don't have the energy to go into the details right now.
They liked the game. They liked the gameplay.
No, I was talking to Emmett. I was talking about Emmett disliking the gameplay. In terms of the games that I've played thus far, which are in order of having played them, Three Houses, Genealogy of the Holy War.
Which you haven't played.
Okay, I have not played.
Faith, SOV, Awakening,
New Mystery, Shadow of Valencia,
so that's just 5.
and Engage. Okay, yeah. Of the ones I've played, I would say my top 5. I'm really not a fan of like ranking things numerically because I think different things are good for different reasons in different ways, and it's always subjective anyway. But I would say my number 1 is still Three Houses, because part of it's because it's my first, but I also just think it feels like the most complete. Then I think it is either Genealogy of the Holy War or the Blazing Blade. Either Genealogy of the Holy War or Path of Radiance. One of those two.
Not Binding Blade.
Not Binding Blade. I do prefer Blazing Blade overall. No. I think number 2 is either Genealogy or Path of Radiance. I'm going to say Path of Radiance because it does feel a little more complete. And then the number 3, I am going to say is Genealogy of the Holy War. And then it is... I do prefer Blazing Blade to Binding Blade, but... I also know that's mostly a vibes-based choice. I mean, Three Houses had... I had fun with the gameplay in Three Houses. Okay. I said Genealogy is 3. I would say number 4 for me is probably... Okay, I'm going to say Blazing Blade. I know it's not as tight in some ways as Binding Blade, but I just preferred its complete package overall. And then I would say 5 is Radiant Dawn. Actually, it's got some big problems, but I do think,
to be fair,
yeah, I do think it's got a lot of good. So
you can like something even knowing that it has flaws. And again, I think Radiant Dawn is an amazing game.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, my top 5 is then Three Houses, Path of Radiance, Genealogy of the Holy War, Blazing Blade, and Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, I actually did like a tier list. I think I put Engage up there. I think I put like Engage. It's hard to do because I also did different ones for gameplay story, but like I think mine's hard because I like a lot, but it would probably be something like Engage for sure. The gameplay is just so good. Three Houses, I did really enjoy. Characters, I really liked how human the characters felt. They were written very well to me, and I enjoyed that. The problem is, like, as a game, Three Houses is kind of It's just kind of eh. So I love the characters, and the writing is really strong, and of course, like, the reason there's so much discourse about it is because there's so much to dig into there. But it's just hard to be like, yeah, I like it as a Fire Emblem game, because, like, gameplay wise, I don't like it that much. Like, it was really fun to play the first time, but like once you kind of understand it, you're like, unless I do a self-imposed challenge, there's no reason to play this. Whereas for a lot of other games, I don't have that feeling. Like, sure, I could do a self-imposed GBA challenge and I'd have a lot of fun doing it, but I could also play it straight and still be pretty challenged. So anyway, speaking of, the GBA games are up there. I definitely like the Alib games more than FE8, but I like FE8 a lot too. FE4 is phenomenal in both writing and gameplay. Very unique. I still don't love... Like, the gameplay's not my favorite. I do think, as much as I like it, there's still some, like, stuff that, like... I like FE4. I'm really glad FE4 exists. I enjoy playing it. I'm really glad that none of those systems made it into a different game. I mean, like, sure, some did, but... Like, overall... I don't need Genealogy systems to be in other games. I think it's great they're in Genealogy. I think it's cool they experimented. I don't need to see that again. And then yeah, of course, the Telly's games, as I already mentioned, are phenomenal. Other than that, the answer is no. No, I'm not a huge fan of the DS games. I replayed SOV recently, but also it's not. I don't. The difficulty is broken. It's not that fun. Awakening, same. The difficulty is completely broken. Just solo it. It's the easiest way to beat the game, and it kind of encourages you to Juggernaut like that. It's just not that interesting. Fates is by far my least favorite game in the series. I know people generally like Conquest more. Conquest is probably my least favorite of the Fates, honestly. I prefer Birthright because it's the closest to a basic Fire Emblem experience. They're all awful. Like, they're all my least favorite, but if I had to pick, it would be Birthright because it is basically just what remake? Well, this is a remake, but anyway, it would be Birthright.
I think he means Shadows of Valentia.
Oh, SOV, yeah, Shadows of Valentia is the remake. It's a remake of Gaiden. I have not played the first three, so I have not played literally FE1, FE2, or FE3. I've only played the remake, which is FE11, FE12, and Shadows of Valentia. It's just the difficulty is broken. It's like, just do combat arts. It's just, yeah, again, it's really cool as a product of its time. The art is, of course, gorgeous. The voice acting is excellent. The things they've made to port it onto a modern system and a modern audience are great. They've done a phenomenal job, much like with the Arcanea games. But none of that disguises the fact that it really is. It's FE2, it's FE Gaiden, and the game was simply not at where the series was simply not where it was today. So, not. I know some people who love it, and that's fair, but not me.
All right, I think
and then anyway, yeah. So like Birthright is basically just the most classic Fire Emblem experience. It still sucks because it's Fates. I actually like Revelation more than Conquest, which most people will try to lynch me for, but the reason I like it is because at the very least, even though it's terrible, it is at least a golden route, and I'm like, okay, I understand the concept, I'm okay with it. Conquest has the worst writing by far. Like, I know people usually think that's Revelations, but no, like the hoops. Conquest spends 90% of its writing justifying every single action Corrin takes because they are just so egregiously wrong. Like,
they're also afraid of letting you play a morally ambiguous character.
Well, they're not. I mean, that's kind of the problem. Is Corrin is supposed to be like this perfect saint, good person.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, they don't want to let you play a morally ambiguous character, so they do everything you do.
Corrin didn't kill anyone. Sure, you just stabbed 50 people, but you actually just like blew on them and they fainted because you're such a paragon of virtue. Anyway, Conquest is terrible. Sure, the gameplay might be great, but if I hate the gameplay of all the games anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. Joke's on you, I've brought it back to hating on Fire Emblem Fates. But the GBA games, and then probably engage in Three Houses. Although Three Houses is weird. Like I said, I love the writing, but the gameplay's kind of I might put FE4 above it, but I just like Fire Emblem. So I like 6 or 7 games, and the rest I like less. But obviously I played them and I enjoyed them because I like the series. Like, even Fire Emblem Fates, when Fume plays it, I will mock it relentlessly and ruthlessly, and I will never say a single nice thing about Corrin. But like, I will enjoy it because I do like Fire Emblem.
All right, the real question. Okay, ask this, Gen X, and then we have to be done.
The real game.
It's been going too long. Do you play Classic Perm with DLC? Oh god.
I always play classic permadeath. I usually just reload. I mean, I play permadeath, but I do typically reload for unit deaths. I have done Ironmans. I have failed several Ironmans, but I have completed 2. So I usually do just reload, but I do play on permadeath, so I don't just go through the chapter and revive them. As far as DLC goes, it depends. I do both. So I've done engage hard mode with no DLC, and I've also done, I think I did maddening with DLC. It really depends on the game. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends what I'm interested in. So when I played SOV, I was like, I'm never going to play this game again. I just played it because I forgot it and I wanted to play it. So I was like, I'm going to use DLC. Like, why not? I kind of want to see the extra maps. The DLC doesn't even give you that much. So it really depends on the game. Houses, the DLC I mean, the DLC gives you a lot, but not that much at the same time, because Houses is already a game you can break in half with what it gives you, so the DLC doesn't change much. I feel it makes the biggest difference in Engage. And I would recommend everyone who plays Engage to play it without DLC their first run, because it significantly changes the difficulty and the feelings that the game wants you to have. So yeah, and then like the old games didn't have DLC. And no, I'm not counting Mario Kart downloadable content, but if you're wondering about that, I haven't played with that either. So no Saint Elamine for me. I did not have the Mario Kart.
I'm remembering the Bismix video where he's like, "So where's the DLC?" And then Bismix responds in the video, "You know when this game came out, right?" And then somebody in the comments is like, "Actually, Fire Emblem Blazing Blade is the first game in the series with DLC with the Mario Kart Double Dash downloadable content."
It's so fucking insane. But yeah, so it really depends. I've done both with and without. Fume, I think you usually just play with DLC if it's available, right?
I do usually. I think I will probably do that with Engage, but I might like save. I might save the like maps, the Engage map, DLC maps until like late in the game or something.
I mean, you can. I strongly recommend, because of how powerful they are, just not doing it. Like the game is really a completely different experience. Whether you do or don't. I wrongly recommend not using them.
We'll see. Anyways,
much like with Radiant Dawn, I think they're worth doing. Yeah, I know you get free currency for installing the DLC. It's insane. Plus the silver card. Much like with Radiant Dawn.
Can you just not use it?
You could discard them all, yeah, or not use it. But much like with Radiant Dawn, where I was like, I know we should play on normal because this game has a lot of twists and turns, and I think that decision was accurate. But I was like, you do have to replay this later on hard. I think Engage is the same. I think you should not play with DLC the first time, but I do absolutely think that, the DLC's fun. So you might as well, like, go ahead and have fun with it. But I think that's a great thing to do on a second playthrough. It's not something I would do on a first playthrough.
Noted. Thank you. Alright, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yes, so thank you for joining us. We might be able to do next Thursday. If so, it will be possibly on the earlier end and certainly not go as late.
Do more Binding Blade randomizer, who knows?
We might do that. We might just do final map, because I would like to do this final map. Actually do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for putting up with the 35-minute political soliloquy / the dialogue.
It was a little unnecessary.
It happens. It happens. It makes us closer to being podcasters.
For like all we transitioned into podcast territory very quickly.
I remember. Yes, well, remembering like near the end of part 1, there was there was that time when we were looking at the screen of Volug, like sitting there next to Micaiah and Soth, and we started talking about like the problem with calling like fiction content. And
yeah, I think my favorite one was the Norse mythology pivot. That one was great.
That was like in the very first stream.
Well, it's because of the one. I mean, when were we? I guess it would have been. No, it wouldn't, because FE6 doesn't really pull from that. FE6 is more.
I brought it up out of nowhere, but yes.
Oh, because I was gonna say FE6 is Song of Roland and some Arthurian, but mostly Song of Roland. Although actually, FE6 is more Arthurian than FE7, which is much more Roland.
Yes,
it was about that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was about that.
That
one was the more recent one where we talked about that. But during the very first stream, we did. I think I just brought it up kind of random.
Any self-respecting Fire Emblem Heroes player hates Fire Emblem Heroes. And if you don't, you're probably a gambling addict. Well, anyway, that's enough of that for now.
Alright, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, is there anything actually coming up? Okay, no, there isn't.
No. No. I was like, past tense. I'm like, how's the first half, not gonna lie. Alright, goodbye.
Wait, if I load this, does that... Oh, okay, it just goes back here. Cool. Yeah.